Diablo, the Lord of Terror's semi-celestial binds are weakening, allowing him to walk among the mortal world in search of his brothers, the demon lords, Mephisto and Baal. As he draws nearer to his brethren, Diablo's power grows and will eventually permit him to shed his mortal coil. Together, the brothers, also known as the Three Prime Evils, seek out the World Stone, the heart and soul of this world, with the ultimate goal of corrupting the World Stone and controlling humanity, drawing ever closer to reality. A small band of adventurers has been plucked from distant realms and thrown together in this new world, placed upon a path with the aim of stopping this corruption before it can consume everything and spread to other dimensions. Welcome to the world of Sanctuary.
And there we go. We are recording. We are semi-live. Welcome back to Abracadabra, folks. Hope you enjoying these videos. Please like and subscribe. Make a comment. Tell us we suck. Whatever. Doesn't matter what the comment is, because it still helps the algorithm. With that, we're gonna jump right in as our, I think our permanently elected recap giver, Rowan, is. Does everybody agree with that? Everybody agree with that?
As long as she's willing. I don't,
Yeah,
she might have had a bad day and
That's
or
true.
something. You know.
But we all agree that she is probably the best one of us to do the recap. Although I will do it, I don't mind. But I'd like just to reiterate. I'd like to give you all the opportunity to earn that inspiration. So with that, yeah, Rowan, take it away.
Okay, so last week we continued our fight against our shadow selves, which is just great. Ross had yelled that, oh hey, we should attack the sigils on the floor. Not really explaining candles or whatever, just attack the sigils. So we did that. Found out that, oh hey, magic doesn't work on these things. You gotta hit them with actual physical attacks. Ross went down once, Grease went down twice, and then Adam had mercy upon our souls and decided to send in the cavalry. Yeah, that's pretty much
To
it.
be fair, that was already a planned thing. It just wasn't supposed to happen quite yet, so I just kind of bumped it up. I did roll a fate dice, and it rolled in y'all's favor. That's the only reason that happened. But in hindsight, I think y'all would have had it. Y'all were starting to, right after they came in, before they even did anything, y'all started to kind of turn it around. So
one of the royal guards, got a accidental hit on the prince.
They're gonna get fired.
He's gonna get fired. Totally fired.
that's funny.
And we managed to destroy all of the sigils. And after a brief moment of silence, where Jazzreth, right, his name was like, "Oh hey, are y'all dead?" And we all decided to stay quiet, except for maybe the clanking of some armor. And he was like, "Oh, guess they're dead." Unlocked the door, and we all snuck up on him. Not really snuck up. He kind of he tased a line, like shot his laser beam down the middle of the freaking line and hit like a bunch of people.
Lightning bolt.
And then we ambushed him. He tried to flee. But you know, those royal guards and their physical prowess. Yes, that's the word. English. Wow, guys, don't play D&D after 8 hours work. Just don't. We subdued him. Draven cast silence over him so he couldn't use spells, and knocked him out, dragged him out of the room. We found a candle with 2 ends to it. Magical candle. Magical music box that can play music from our world, apparently. Ha! And what else? Oh yeah, the what is that? That totem? We had there was a totem or something. Yeah, they dragged Jazrith unconscious out of the what do they call it? The Arcane Sanctuary? Is that what it was called?
Yes.
I mean, he was running towards like a sigil on the ground.
Yeah. We learned that the sigil goes to Talrash's tomb.
Yeah, the Valley of Tombs, it was called.
The Valley of Tombs. We opted not to go in because, we're kind of exhausted. And then we decided, oh, hey, let's just leave. And that's where we left off.
Yep. You did find 2 items in there.
Yeah, the sigil and the candle.
The candle and the stone, the concentration stone.
My brain is like, oh, hey, totem sigil thing. It didn't really look like a stone, but totem sigil stone, yeah. Oh, and the last book, the last journal.
Yes, the most important thing in that room.
The most important thing, and I almost forgot to mention it.
Yeah, and I believe with that, y'all had decided to leave. The rooms had been pretty much cleared out. There had been a path in the jungle where the fog had kind of been blown to the side, so that you could pass through, going through the water. As y'all get up into the back to the lab, where y'all have initially encountered all these creatures and gone through the very first portal, there are 2 guards waiting for you, and as you guys exit out into the lab, one of them says, "Oh, we didn't think you were coming. Please, the prince would like to speak to you."
Okay. So we'll go talk to the prince, I guess. I'm gonna look to the rest of the group to see if they're coming along.
Do we have to do this now? I really want to go to bed.
The sooner we can get this done, and the sooner we can go to sleep.
I'm gonna bend down and whisper in Lazarus's ear. If the prince is thankful to us, maybe we'll actually have a bed inside the palace.
Fine.
So the guard is standing there kind of waiting for y'all to come through and gather yourselves, and he's kind of seeking, look into each of your faces to see if you're going to follow or what, or if you're going to tell him something else, if you're going to do something else. So, if you all agree...
I think after a while we reluctantly go check it out.
I mean, it's up to y'all. Don't have to. I mean, he's just, the prince is asking to speak with you. It's not something you have to do.
No, this is important now.
Well, he is a prince after all. Perhaps we should just go and get it over with.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna follow Princey McPrinceface.
We're gonna go to Princey McPrinceface.
Alright. They lead you guys through quite a few corridors, up, let's see, y'all are 1, 2, 3 flights of stairs.
The game still paused?
What's that?
Is the game still paused?
The game is paused.
It is, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Just give me a moment. Let me put your characters here. Where are your characters? There we go.
They're gone.
You left us in the realm.
Uno, dos, Yeah, the stairs for Grease and Ross are rough, especially Grease. Grease is feeling pretty fucked up.
How's Ross looking?
I mean, he looks healthier, but he's battered and bruised quite a bit. Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Simon.
He only has 1 level of exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Alright. I imagine he's probably just toughing through that.
Oh, Rowan. I don't have Rowan on there. One. Okay, so.
As long as he doesn't look like Hell Rider. I think we're good.
Ghost Rider?
Sure.
Well, actually, no. Ghost Rider and Hell Rider are both. They both look the same thing. They both look the same anyway.
Do they?
I was thinking of Hellboy when I said it.
Oh,
So-
when you say Hell Rider, I'm thinking Persona.
As you guys pass through, y'all enter a large hall with there is it looks like an indoor atrium on one side. The birds in air are dead. There's another side that has looks like some trophies and well, not a side, but as you're walking into this large main hall, there are sections that are closed off, and you can see some of them have windows. You can see one side's like a trophy room, a bunch of different animals and stuff. One of them is, like I said, an atrium of some sort, but the birds seem to be dead. There's people in there cleaning it out. But as y'all approach the end here, where it appears to be some type of audience chamber with I mean, it's not a throne, but it's a large, fashionable seat. The guard leads you in, and the prince is sitting there. And of course, he's got guards. There are several large mirrors in here, which at this point have been covered with sheets. And there are some it looks like the tables have been brought in here, and there are these cushions to sit on surrounding each table, 6 cushions for each one of you. And there is a very nice meal laid out across the table. Looks like some kind of fowl that has been baked or roasted. There's a large loaf of bread. There are some oranges and apples and peaches, and there is a decanter filled with water or wine, whatever. You haven't really checked it out yet. And there are cups laid around as the prince... Oh, let me get some music going here. As you guys come in, the prince is eating, looks like an apple. Or, come in. And he kind of points to the seats, these large cushions around the table there. It is unpaused. You guys can move, sit where you like, I guess.
Thank you, my
Oh. And Laz is just gonna have like an uncontrollable wagging tail looking at the fucking poultry on the table, and he's just gonna start digging in. Like immediately. No formalities or grace whatsoever. He's just gonna start just clawing at this bird.
Why is Simon so fucking big? Look how
Damn,
big
boy,
his
he's
token is
so
compared to everyone.
fucking
Let me
big.
shrink these down a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit. Yeah, so
Simon's
as
just
you
larger than in
guys
charge.
as you guys begin to actually, I'll make Lazarus pretty small there.
Huh.
Let's do this. There you go, Laz. There you're a little smaller. And we'll make Simon a little smaller because his token is massive for some reason.
I mean, Simon's just a massive character.
I mean, maybe.
Oh!
What the hell just happened? Did somebody cast something?
Yep.
It was a little late for that. There's already like disgusting sounds of draconic snarfing and growling. like on top of this turkey.
Wow, Rowan, you're so untrustworthy. What the hell? What's that all about? Yeah, you
Never
don't.
fucking change.
There's nothing. You don't detect anything.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the wine would come back as poison because alcohol is kind of a poison to your system, right? But it's yeah. That's it.
Okay. Okay. I will start to eat.
Our
But
duck
it's
is
the
half
correct
gone.
size.
Not with as much gusto as Lazarus is displaying, but you know.
Oh, so Lazarus, you're like digging in. I take it.
Oh yeah, no. Even the best Samsung machine could not get the stains out of the shirt.
Yeah. So, well, I would like to. Wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe,
My apologies about our companion here.
the prince looks at one of the after staring and kind of at a loss for words here. At Lazarus just go to town on his food. He says, maybe go get some more food. And one of the guards takes off and disappears. The gusto. But at this, he says, well, maybe first some proper introductions, yes? I am Prince Jeryn. Might I know your names, please?
Raven immediately stands up, pushes the stool out, kind of making some noise. Forgive me, je me calme, Raven stalemate, and does like a flourishing bow.
Anthony, we get some feedback from you there, man.
Who did what?
We're getting some feedback from you, like we're hearing ourselves talk.
I am Raven stalemate, and this over here is, you may call him Rosé Althor.
It's actually just Ross Althor, but yeah.
He can't even defend himself, man.
At that, he'll stand with food in his hand. Or no, with a cup, and he's just drinking right now. And it appears to be just water. But he looks at the prince. He stands rather. Hang on. Let Anthony get his situation situated. Yeah, we're still hearing it.
All right.
Hang on a second. You good? Yeah, okay. Alright, so he stands rather unexpectedly as you introduce him, and he just kind of looks at the prince and gives a slight nod, almost a bow, as he had done to some of the guards earlier. And you said Draven, or you said Stalemate?
I said the full name.
Draven, okay. Draven and Rosé. Okay. He looks at the little one scarfing down the food there, and then just looks past him to someone else.
Forever mispronounced.
Do what?
Forever mispronounced.
And Grease, I know you. And you, sir. As he looks at Simon.
Oh, I am Simon. How are you?
Oh, I am fine, thank you. Thanks to you, actually. And you, lady.
Awesome spread you've laid out.
Oh, yes. That's the least I can do. I will... well, how about you, lady?
I am Roman Blackwood. A pleasure.
I see you are not human. your friend here, as he nods to and gestures towards Lazarus. He's very obviously not human, but what is your name, little one?
I'm Lazarus.
Lazarus. Well, you speak very well, for whatever you are. Okay. He looks back at you, Rowan. You are not human, are you?
Not completely, no.
Well, again, your help was appreciated. Greece, it is very well you found these people when you did, I believe. Aside from the food, I would like to offer you a place to stay here at the palace. He kind of gestures and looks at everyone.
I have luggage to pick up at the Wolf's Den Festo.
Oh, what sort of luggage do you have? That is a very strange thing. I thought you had all the. Oh! Your luggage.
Yes. One piece of luggage.
Exactly.
I mean, are you
one
sure?
piece, yes.
What the hell are y'all? Am I lost? What are y'all talking about?
The body.
Oh! Oh
Piece
shit!
body.
Oh shit! Okay, I
Yes,
went right
the-
over my head.
Quote unquote luggage. Something that could not be carried on.
Did
Yeah.
you say this out loud? Something about luggage?
Yep.
Your personal effects are welcome here as well, of course.
Oh, they're personal, alright.
So,
Thank you.
is there something you call yourselves? I would like to maybe have a memorial or something.
Yes, I am the first battle of the arena. Champion, if you will. You can call me by my proper title.
We don't have a group name.
Very
The
well.
bandito.
For all intents and purposes, we were a bunch of strangers before the world decided to lump us in together.
That leads me into my next question. Where exactly do you come from?
That's
You
a
know,
long question.
yeah, it
This
is
is
very
like
hard to
eating.
explain. It's hard to explain to someone who does not understand
Well, he
parallel
understand-
worlds.
I mean, but he understands portals, so...
Okay.
Are they
then-
thinking with portals?
I mean, we could try explaining what portals.
Are y'all
So
kind of
he-
saying this in character? Back and
Yeah.
forth to each other?
Yes.
The prince
So
is just
imagine-
looking at you like... Just kind of going back and forth, waiting for an explanation.
Imagine,
I
if you will, one of the portals that we just went through, and it didn't go to somewhere that was trying to kill you. Well, we are from one of those where people live. People like us. Or them.
So you came through one of Jezra's portals.
No.
Not Jezra's portals. A different portal.
How do you say, he is not that special. He's not the only one who could open portals.
At this... Oh, let me do this real quick. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Oh, he's supposed to be here. Hold on. He's supposed to be right there. Yep. So, why is he prone? What the fuck?
Everyone's prone.
At this, y'all are gonna love this shit. Let me. All right, yeah, y'all should be able to hover over the guards there. At this, the guard here leans into the prince, which is the guard you recognize as the one that stabbed the prince.
It's redeemed!
No.
The
He leans in and
name.
whispers something. Oh, yes, Radim, thank you. Greece, have you told them what happened here, how this all came about?
Yes, my prince.
I have... He kind of thinks for a second. As if he's contemplating something. He looks down kind of towards the floor, and you see him kind of nod his head slightly as he comes to some conclusion or some decision, private, decision. Something came to us right as all this started. The kitchen help who were unfortunately slaughtered during this incursion claimed a monster came through some portal in the ceiling.
When was this?
Oh.
This was the day before the blackness overcame the city.
Is it still here?
It is. It is in chains at the moment.
A portal
Where?
in the ceiling.
I mean,
Yes, he came through and made quite a ruckus in the kitchen.
did they kill anyone? Was it? I mean, it was a monster, right?
Well, how would you like to see for yourself? Maybe you can shed some insight, as we were hoping Jezreth could, but as you see, Jezreth was
I mean,
sort of not himself.
no, he's a piece of shit. We know. I mean, I don't know what insight that you want me to give you, but I'll try to give the best I can.
Well, apologies, Greece. I am more speaking to your companions.
Oh, right, of course.
They
I don't
seem-
know anything about
They
this.
seem to be from other worlds, and I was hoping maybe they knew what to do with this creature before we killed it.
It fell through a hole in the ceiling. That sounds like one of those portals. Hey, Simon, you remember when we were in the monastery and that giant wooden structure came through and crashed right in front of the friggin' stairway? I didn't say friggin', but yeah. In front of the stairway when we were going to fight the smith?
Yeah, it looked like a horse, like a piece of a carousel. Yeah, you muted Anthony.
Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe it's one of those portals, so could be similar portal to what Lazarus came through, to what the others came through.
Could be.
I mean,
We'll see.
if whatever came through this portal is causing harm, maybe we might know what it is.
Well, to be clear, it did not cause any harm.
Oh,
It was actually quite manageable. But it is a monstrosity. If this creature had come through, After the recent events, we would have slain it on sight.
Oh. So it arrived before. Interesting.
How long ago?
Jeez. How long have we been fighting down here? 2, 3 weeks, maybe?
It has been about that long, yes.
I was surprised the thing was still alive. In our state of emergency, we were a little forgetful.
Oh,
How,
so you
how
didn't feed it.
Well, yes.
Ah. Perhaps. Can I tell what time of day it is?
Not from in here, no.
It's perhaps a little
It's not-
late.
It's actually it's actually early morning the following day because of the time difference. If you were to ask, I mean, they would tell you, and I'm not gonna make you go search, figure out what time it is. Yeah, you guys were in there for several hours, like they said, missing, and by the time y'all worked y'all way out, now it's out here. It's been a full day at this point. When y'all were only in there for maybe 2 hours.
Shall we rest up before we investigate what the creature is?
Yes,
I asked the others.
certainly. But first, Radim, go make sure the creature is fed. I'm glad you brought that up. And Radim takes off out of the audience hall.
Rowan screams after him. You're still #1 in my books! She may have partaken in a little bit of wine.
Grease is kind of gonna like just look over at the prince. As much as I would like to stay for the evening here, I must go check on my sister.
Understood. Thank you for
But
all
at
you have
least-
done here. And we need to
Of course,
talk
my
again.
prince. Of course, my prince. We still have matters to attend.
Alright, with that, does Grease take his leave?
Yep. He's gonna drink one cup of wine, take a chicken leg, and just walk out.
Alright. Alright. The rest of you, well, if you would like to see this creature now, that can be arranged, or maybe, if you wish to rest, we can get you a room.
If the creature is no immediate threat, then I think we have lots to do. But we will see it early, I assure you. Was the only reason you invited us here to stay at the palace with you? As a form of thank you of sorts, or am I misunderstanding? Did you have something else?
Well, yes, there is actually something I would like to ask you, but given what you have done, I feel like I would be overstepping my bounds. Let's discuss this tomorrow, shall we?
If you insist. But
You
I
are
would...
welcome to stay in the palace for as long as you are in town.
Okay.
Just please ignore the mess. There are... Well, we are trying to get rid of the bodies still. There are quite a few killed here.
Alright, that is alright. We'll take our leave now.
Certainly. Please show them to their rooms. So at this point, yeah, we'll have just some theater of the mind. I'll throw you all on the home screen. So they bring you guys to. He has 3 rooms designated for you, each with 2 beds. It looks as though these were bedrooms with 1 large bed. Another bed has been brought in to accommodate, so that each room now has 2 beds. There is in each room there is a small table with a it looks like porcelain, maybe, clay bowl of some sort, hard baked, filled with water, and a couple of towels. The guards would instruct you that there is a bathhouse, if you would wish to ever use the bathhouse to clean yourself. It is not a private thing. It is a very large, open bathhouse. There is a table with some food, fruits and vegetables and bread mostly, in each room, very fresh. And the beds, while not made for royalty, are 10 times better than any tavern bed you've ever slept in. Nice and plush and soft, clean, smells fresh. Not Bounty fresh, but outdoor fresh. The guards tell you that they will be posted at the ends of the hallway if you need anything. That they are in the moment. One of the guards tells you that while we are not here to serve you, we will do what we can. We are trying to replace the help at the moment.
Would anyone like to accompany back to the tavern to get themed?
We are trying to get rid of the dead bodies, not to bring more inside.
You think it's wise to explain first?
Do you think it's wise to drag a corpse through the city?
Oh, what am I gonna do? Fine, I'm gonna ask. Fine.
What if you leave him in the room?
Well, I would still have to pay for said room.
Oh, I didn't know you were paying for it. That was.
Yes, I've been fronting the costs of everything.
Why are you getting mad at me, woman? I did nothing.
Apologies, Your Highness.
Don't worry, you are forgiven. So yes, perhaps we should come up with a ruse. Is it possible to turn him into something now that he's dead? Does you have magic like that?
I don't think my magic doesn't work like that, I don't think.
Oh, that would be much easier.
It would, yes, but I don't think I can.
You see Stalemate kind of like scratching his light beard, trying to think of a way to escort a body through the town and bring it here.
Just throw him over
Weekends
your
at Bernie's
shoulder.
it.
Are you looking in Foundry, Andre?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Stalemate then kind of looks back at you, and there's this strange look in his eye. You see the left eye just squint a little bit, leaving his right eye normal, but he kind of pushes it off as if he just thought of something completely unrelated as he looks at you, Ron.
Do you have any spells yourself?
Of course I have spells. I have spells for days. I'm a walking spell, basically.
No, yes, but you can't turn Phoebe into.
Sure, no. I am capable of many things, but
But okay.
what about a little creativity? I have this bedroll. We could throw it over him.
Ah,
You mean wrap him in a blanket and then carry him in? He's still corpse shaped.
Well, you know, we could sling him over Ross and his shoulder, like a sack.
I have an idea. I'm gonna need a really large sheet, and about an hour to rest.
What you need is a napkin. Look at your face. You are, no offense, disgusting.
It was delicious.
You literally have a chicken bone, kind of partially stuck in your teeth.
Where? I don't see any chicken bones.
Alright. Well, if we're going to do this, perhaps I could make it. You see Stalemate think for a moment and look back at you, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like there's this separate thought happening while he's saying this, and he kind of stops himself mid-talk, and then he picks up. It's a little awkward. Yes, perhaps we could make him invisible. That would probably work.
Can you do that?
Yeah,
Of course.
Better read the spell. Can you turn objects? Does it say target a creature or an object?
No, I just have to carry him. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. Like you say, a creature you touch becomes invisible. Is a dead person still a creature?
No, it is an object.
Okay, this is Megan asking. But what would animate dead affect Thief's chances of reviving?
You can't animate dead because you've already cast Gentle Repose on him.
Never mind.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Because
if I wear
You know what, I'm
Thebe
gonna
as
stop.
a cape, would it be considered part of my gear?
dude, I'll fucking do it. Oh shit.
Jesus Christ!
Tie his arms over around your neck.
It's the cave of getting high, and you actually can fly when you wear it. Perfect.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. How y'all gonna go about this?
Or I can just be honest with Prince Jeryn.
Look, it is simple. It is nighttime. Everyone is inside. The only people we really have to explain ourselves to is in the palace. And so what we do is we just ask for discretion, as some of the things we are carrying are precious. We throw a blanket over him, bada beam, bada bam, it is over.
I have a cloak I can throw over him.
Does he smell?
No.
He seems like he smells.
He's
We'll use your cloak.
smell. I've cleaned him. Don't worry.
He did smell a little bit.
I cleaned his body.
He had that bag of...
Yeah, but your weird half-human nose isn't as sensitive as mine.
Weird, happy. How
Why are
many
you- what?
non-human people are we going to come across?
We've come across quite a few, actually.
Okay, but in this city and in this palace, is anyone going to have an acute sense of smell like yours?
I don't know. Draven seems to really like perfume.
Oh, jeez.
I do really like perfume. What do you have against the smell of lilies in the morning?
Okay.
I'm more of a
Rowan's
Jasmine
gonna-
kind of dragon.
And to each their own, but not a bad choice, little one.
Oh, maybe we can spray him. Well, he doesn't
Oh.
smell so bad.
That would be perfect.
I mean, he's got gentle repose cast on him. He's not decaying at all. Or
Yes.
No, but he is the.
Yes, he smells marijuana. As you drag him through the palace, everyone will be like, I know that smell. I did that in college.
Okay, so we talk to the palace guards. Have them be discreet, I guess. I don't know. And then go and get Thief, throw a cloak or blanket over him, wrap him up, and then come back here. Yes?
Okay. At this point, I don't even think walking around with a dead body is all that weird. Not here in the palace. Look at all the dead people.
At this very moment, as soon as he says that, you see a guard pass by your door with a body thrown over his shoulder.
You see? We're fine.
Good point. Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna turn to Ross real quick. You should take it easy. You and Grease looked pretty tired. It is okay if you sit this one out.
I am
Go
fine.
rest.
I am fine. I can help with if you need help carrying this body.
Alright, but don't try and rip his face off and use it or something weird. I know you lost yours recently. And I'll elbow him. Turn around.
Shut up, fool. He sounds a little more angry than he should at the mention of that. Losing his face. That term seems to have really hit a nerve in Ross.
If he has any left. In his face.
So y'all are gonna go back to the Wolves Den and pick up your
Grab
friend?
whatever we left there, which is probably not a lot. It's just Thebe.
It's just the.
It's just Thebe.
Okay.
Right.
Do you think they'd notice if they were missing a blanket?
Of course they would.
I can
Oh.
compensate them. It's fine.
Okay. Grab and go. Grab and go. We're on the move. Lots to do.
Alright, so Grease is not there. Grease is going to his place. So y'all are all going then?
Yeah, we'll just travel as a group.
Okay. Who am I missing here? Oh, Draven, are you in here? Yes.
I'm
you're
staring
just-
at this
you're just not
beautiful
in the room.
Diablo. Oh, I'm sorry. This looks like Ross now. Dude, I'm never gonna unsee that. Holy shit.
I'm gonna have to go add some fire around the skull now.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
There he is.
Yep.
Dead as a doorknob.
I know you.
Yep.
Does anyone else have anything else to do here? 'Cause-
Steve is still laying in the same position. It's almost like he's just hasn't moved at all.
You would have thought they would at least clean the room while we were gone.
Yeah. Somebody specifically said not to do that.
Yeah.
Rowan, maybe.
Yep.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna start wrapping Thebe. I'm gonna put my cloak on his around his shoulders and put the hood up. And then I am going to start rolling him in the blanket a la burrito version.
Maybe if we make him look like a carpet, we can just move him.
Just keep rolling.
Sorry, I'm swapping out y'all's tokens because I resized them. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, you have a big body-shaped blunt laying on the bed.
Why does it remind me of this scene from like Scary Movie 2?
I'm picturing
When,
like a weekend at Bernie's.
Well, that too.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Wait,
Okay,
where's the
how
tablet?
heavy is Thebe? He's quite heavy.
Heavy enough.
How heavy was Steve? Let's see. Steve, let's see if
I
it's in
mean, I
his.
was able to carry him out. Well, actually, no. Yeah, no. I was able to carry him bridal style, like out, like to the wolf's den.
Huh.
But
These character sheets don't have a like weight and height and all that on them. It's not as far as I can see, anyways. Huh. I'll be damned.
In biography, they should be there.
if he does put me above my carrying capacity, I would take off my plate armor. Put it in my
I mean, I,
bag,
I
and then
think
I
you
can
got
just carry
plenty
it.
of people there to help, so I think it would be fine if you couldn't handle it. I'm sure Ross or someone else could handle the body for you.
Oh, I forgot that
But
your bag
would
was a
they?
bag of holding.
You think?
I thought you were just like taking off your plate armor and then putting it in your backpack like it made any difference.
Yeah, I mean, Ross said he would come help. I mean,
Okay.
he and Draven are both there to help.
Okay. And as soon
Yes, but-
as we have Beeb, I guess we're gonna go.
Um,
Or
Rowan.
yeah.
So Stalemate's kind of usual behavior towards you is like slightly softer. He's not calling you strange woman or making fun of you carrying this dead corpse. He comes up to you and actually kind of helps. But
Oh, thank you.
don't do everything yourself. Sometimes it is okay to have someone to rely
The red flags
Oh.
going off and Lazarus's head go completely ignored.
on. Good.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
So what kind of eggs can you make?
Scrambled, sunny, runny, hard-boiled, soft-boiled, golden center,
So you can make runny eggs. You just
Yes.
chose not to. Okay. Where are you from? Call me curious.
I was raised in Baldur's Gate. In the slums. With the small family of orphans. And then, within the past 5 years, I was in High Moon.
I've heard of those places. Did you smell there too?
Wait, what was the question?
Did it smell there too?
Baldur's Gate did, yes.
You know, I find it is not what you see there, but the other senses that inform you of what the place is about. Tell me, how did Baldur's Gate smell? Like fresh bread? Like baked oatmeal? Like sewer water?
Piss, vomit, sweat.
Okay, that is pretty typical.
It's yeah.
Huh. Weird. It is almost like I've been there, but I've never been to Baldur's Gate. Do you see what I'm saying? It is these other senses that tell us of the place. Anyway, are you all ready to leave? With your dead friend?
Yes.
Okay.
You dead friend. Jesus Christ.
Well, he's not wrong. He's very much dead.
All right, I take it y'all would just kind of beeline it right back to the palace with this body.
Yup.
Yeah.
We want to sleep ASAP.
Ross will actually do something as he's helping initially. But he'll turn towards the group. And he'll say, "I can't do Ross. So I'm not gonna try." Ross will basically say he needs to go take care of something, and with that, walk off. And what he's going to do is head to the blacksmith to put it in order.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I didn't forget that.
Okay. Let me throw Ross in there in case we need to go to him for something.
Yeah, I don't... if it's cool, I don't think we need to RP this just because he's not here. It'd be weird.
Yeah, that's fine.
For one of us to... Okay. But he basically wanted to put in order a plate mail with our newfound acquaintances in the blacksmithy.
Sure.
And that being something that might take multiple days. Let's get it started now.
Okay. Not a problem. The rest of you try to look inconspicuous as you can while carrying a dead body that is wrapped in a sheet or blanket, but still looks like a dead body wrapped in a sheet or a blanket. You'll get some looks from the people in the tavern for sure. Man, this is... I gotta leave this. This is... Oh my god.
Well, no, here's the thing. Rowan walked in to this tavern with the body already.
Yeah,
So-
5
y'all
days
told
ago.
them, yeah, and y'all told them that one of your friends had got hurt really bad or whatever. 5 days later, you're walking out of here with a body. That's gonna raise some questions.
Don't worry,
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll create a distraction.
It's fine. It's fine. I tried treating him. He died. We gotta go bury him now. It's fine.
Is that the story you're gonna go with?
Well, if anyone questions me and no one speaks up, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, just give me a deception check. Draven, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I want to create a distraction as I walk out. I was helping with the body, but seeing the situation, I'm gonna try and shift weight so that Rowan can grab it. I'm just gonna start fucking jamming out on a set of drums and telling a story. One of my battles.
Sure. Place yourself
Like an entertainer.
Where you would do this.
Would I be able to guidance myself since I know I'm trying to, like, spin this tale?
Yeah, because you know what you're trying to do here. So, would Draven just jump up onto a table?
Absolutely. Like, I walk out of the room, I see what's kind of happening and make a whimsical decision. Kind of starting to beat the drum. Ladies and gentlemen, come around, I will tell you a story. The little
Give me a performance check, Draven.
It is weird because it is not a Spanish name, but the accent is Spanish, so who knows? Okay.
So my friend told his guy, "You killed my father. Prepare to die."
You know I've done better, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, you definitely have the attention of most people in the bar. So, Rowan, give me a stealth check. This is not to necessarily be unseen, but this is to just determine if you get through. You'll have advantage because...
So it's just a straight roll because I'm in plate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. This is... You would have advantage. This is not stealthiness. This is just to see if you get through here without drawing attention to yourself. It doesn't matter that you're making noise. This is a tavern. There's noise all over. This is just, yeah, and you will have advantage because of Draven's performance, and the DC is not very high. He does a very good job at captivating these people, so.
Okay. What was it? Alt or Control again? For stealth? Hold on.
Advantage is
Do
all.
I do it
Just
from my
go,
sheet?
I'll tell you what you can do. Oh, yeah, I think it's Alt.
No, hold on.
Or just roll stealth, and it's going to roll it with disadvantage, but we'll just take the higher.
Did it do?
So you rolled a 7 and a
it did
4.
disadvantage. No, it did disadvantage.
Right.
Oh, I rolled a 7 and a 4,
But
so
the
7.
7 would be the highest. So
Oh, great.
the DC was
Did-
11.
Did it roll? Did it roll my guidance?
The
check.
guidance was for the deception.
Ah, okay.
So for this, you wouldn't be able to guide yourself because you're not necessarily trying to intentionally sneak or something. You're just you're just walking out the room and trying to avoid drawing attention to yourself. It's not, you know, but you get a couple of glances. Let me see something here. Oh, is that a 12? No, that's a 20. Okay. Yeah. This guard here. Let me put you over here.
Mm-hmm.
This guard right here is you have to get really close to him to squeeze by. Going here. Hey, where you going with that blanket? And he's slurring. He's a little drunk. You can smell the alcohol on him. Is there a body in that blanket? What is that? What are you doing? And at this, the guy sitting across from him, he kind of gets his attention, and he starts to turn and look at you as well.
And this is my deception coming into play. I look a little teary-eyed, and I'm like, my friend died. I tried keeping him alive. I have to go bury him.
At the same time, while she's like trying to convince them to let her go, I'm gonna tap on their leg and talk up to him like, I think you may have had a pint or two too many. He looks down at some lizard
seeing
man.
you, Lazarus. Oh, you're that group what's met us outside. We were keeping an eye on you, but he leans down real close. I kind of like that you saved my life. And, yeah, he turns, and ignores what's happening. As y'all may not... him saying that, you would possibly recognize him as one of the group that was outside when y'all first came to the city.
Oh yeah, the first attack.
So, yeah.
He's got a red armband?
Yes. He has a red sash.
I'm gonna give Rowan a passing glance like, let's go. Like, we gotta go.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Alright, yeah, you guys head out. Walking through the streets, you see... much of the same scene. You see a lot of the guards. Out here, you don't really know the city that well yet, so give me a survival check. You, Lazarus, or Simon, either one, any of y'all. If you're helping each other, I mean, I would allow that for advantage. This is to see if you can kind of get through the city and stay, stick to alleys, stick to shadows of buildings and all that, and still get where you're going. To see if you can avoid most contact with people. So a 15, you would have advantage. Whoever's rolling this.
Okay.
Well, shit.
So I'm sure y'all
Disregard
would be
this.
helping each other.
Disregard this. Disregard this.
Yeah, with a 22, Lazarus, as a kobold, trying to avoid sight most of his life, especially if he would be in a town or a city, is quite adept at cutting in and out of alleys. Every once in a while, he goes through an area where y'all have to kind of like squeeze through, because he just zips through there, not thinking about the size of his companions here. Maybe some boxes that are a little too close together in an alley, or what, something like that. But you guys make it to the palace, and of course the 4 guards at the front gate are like, "What are you doing?"
This is our luggage.
I'm like, someone needs to remember that shit.
You're bringing a body into the palace.
If you don't ask any questions about this, we won't ask any questions as to why Jazreth had portals in the bottom.
You can ask all the questions you want. We have no fucking idea. We are trying to figure out that same thing.
Well, then it looks like we're on the same page.
What? I don't
Run,
like this.
go, Ron, go.
Why are you bringing a body into the palace? He says a little more forcefully.
He's my friend. We were planning to bring him back.
Bring him back where?
To the monastery. Back over the desert. To bury him properly.
Lies, the lies, a deception, this woman.
I mean...
But at the moment, that seems to be...
That's a half-truth, because y'all did plan on that.
But at the moment, with the situation, that's kind of not as important. But until then, I need a place to put him. And if I leave him at the tavern, I don't know what they would do to him.
I understand your dilemma, and I feel that you would like to bury your friend where he wanted to be buried, but if it takes us several weeks, or it takes you several weeks, we can't have it smelling up the palace.
Oh, I have a spell that doesn't... Yeah, he's like 4 days dead already.
4 years, yes.
4 days. 4 days. How many 4 days?
Really going for that deception check.
He's like 4 days dead. So long as I return to him every 10 days, he will not decay.
The guards kind of look at each other. Also, Rowan, at the mention of 4 days or whatever, it crosses your mind. Oh, a whole day has passed and I didn't read the book.
No?
Yeah, you guys were in there and you came out and it's the next day.
But we went in at nighttime.
Right, but...
So then more than 24 hours has passed since we went in.
No, did y'all go in at night?
We went in at night.
Okay, so
we went in at
Hold on,
night,
hold on.
yeah.
So it was midday, or about to be midday, when you guys powwowed while I was breaking into the palace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you guys came to the palace. So
It was...
And then we got to a fight there, and then we rested a day, remember?
Yeah, y'all rested for 8 hours in front of the portal, and that was in the evening already. That was like, not late in the evening, but evening time. Yeah, because Grease even went outside to see what time of day it was.
Okay.
Even though the sun is fucked right now, he rolled super high and was able to
Rest
determine.
8. But I did
So-
read before we went into the portal.
Yeah, you did. So, if that's the case, it was evening time when y'all took y'all 8-hour rest.
Mm-hmm.
That would put it around 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning when y'all got up and went into the portal.
Okay.
So it was the next day, and now you were in there. So it would be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You were in there for 2 hours, I think, about 2 hours.
Okay, and you said it was early morning.
And yeah, right. But I was thinking y'all went there at a different time. So
Okay.
it would be at this point probably late in the evening of that same morning, of that same day. So yeah, you've almost lost a full day here.
Okay, that's fine.
Man, Rowan, you just need to read. Like, if you're gonna get it done,
I know.
Like,
go
yeah,
put the body down and then fuck off.
just sit down and read for 2 days straight. Take the levels of exhaustion. Fuck it.
That's what I'm like.
Okay, so given that, give me a deception check with a low DC because it is not a full lie that you're telling. Y'all were discussing bringing him back to and burying him, so the DC will be really low. It should be a 12 deception. I'm at a 12 DC.
Yeah, it's not happening, guys. Would I be able to use my inspiration?
Yeah.
You can, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
Also, hand out your other inspiration while we're thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't have inspiration?
I have it.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
Lazarus.
Ross has it. Does Ross have it?
Does Rose have it?
Let me see.
If he doesn't have it, I don't have it.
He does have
Oh.
inspiration. Draven
okay.
does not have inspiration.
Okay, to Draven then.
Okay. I'll check that box for you, Draven. There you go.
Inspiration is I have to re-roll the d20, right?
Wonderful.
Just re-roll the skill check.
Oh.
I mean, it's the same thing. You're gonna re-roll the d20 and add your skill to it. It's the same skill check. So.
Okay.
Hey, that's more gooder. That's, and then you add that guidance to that, which would have been what, 3. So yeah, hey, you passed. That would be a 16 total. The DC was a 12. So yeah, very well. I'm sorry for your loss. He kind of smirks, and yeah, he lets y'all go through.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Draven, you see your friends stop and have some sort of conversation or exchange of words here right at the as they're fixing to exit the tavern, and then the guard turns again to face you, and your friends out the fucking door as you're in the middle of your performance here.
Dope. They're gonna hear a badass story about one of my combats with a dude who is half lion, half man. And seeing them after they leave, I will kind of end the performance on a cliffhanger and then say, "You'll have to find out on the next episode." As I quickly put my shit away and leave, walk out, go try and catch up.
You hear a bunch of boos and like, you know, because you didn't finish the story. You know, before that they were captivated. They were like, oh yeah, you know. And then when you say to be continued or you finish the story, whatever, they're like, ooh.
Well, I'm an asshole bard. There are good bards and then there are blue ball bards.
I was half expecting Draven to say something like that. Once was a man from Nantucket.
That'd have been way better. You should play Draven. Fuck it. Alright, I don't want to go off and do my own thing yet until...
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll go join them.
I would say you kind of caught up to them and slip through the alleyways with them and whatnot.
Wait,
What?
so we're all now back in the palace then, right? Go with that.
You would have called up to them in the city. Would you have stayed with them and gone into the palace, or no?
Yeah. I want
Okay.
to see this little bit through, and then I think we probably need to talk as a group about the next couple days. That's really what I'm getting at.
So let me delete Thebes' body from the tavern here.
Whoa! He died. He didn't get deleted. Actually, he kind of did.
Yeah,
get
he
fucking
did.
deleted.
He got deleted. He definitely got deleted.
Oh, you have 62 HP. What? You're dead? Before your next turn?
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Oh,
Alright.
that's D&D, I guess.
We'll jump
They
back
have
to this
bleeding
scene.
Steve.
But we're gonna play a little bit different music here, so it's not so sounding. As you guys have your little powwow, you guys get to your rooms. As I said, there are 3 rooms total, 6 beds. How are y'all splitting up? I mean, I'm assuming y'all are going to be in one room to talk, obviously, but to sleep, who's going to be in which rooms?
Is there a bunk bed?
No,
Yep.
there's
Damn
no
it.
bunk bed.
No bunk buddies? Damn.
Is there a cot? Like a, what do you fucking call it? Like a hammock? Is that what I'm thinking of?
A hammock, yeah.
Are they actual beds?
No,
They're
yeah,
all
these are
actual
actual beds. Like,
Okay.
probably single size, not queen or king, but single size. These rooms were obviously for guests. And again, they brought an extra bed into each room, expecting you guys to make it out of the portals and have a place for y'all all to sleep. So, yeah, they are nice, soft mattresses, down pillows. It is much more comfortable or soft or nicer. It's much nicer than anything you've ever had in a tavern.
Anything I've ever had in my entire life is more like it.
Yeah, so no, there's nothing shanty about this at all. This is all very lavish.
Okay. I'm gonna let everyone have their pick of the rooms first. And then me and Thebes' body are gonna go in another one.
Oh! Why did you say it like that?
That's weird.
The minute it came out of my mouth, I was like, wait, no, hold on.
Y'all guys take a pick of your
Crazy.
room. I'm gonna be in love with the
Zombies
body.
beware. Rowan is out there.
Oh, let's just stop this right here. Right here. It goes no further.
Oh,
No,
shit.
let's stop. Let's stop. Those words did not come out of my mouth.
Oh, you're gonna have fun on the next recap.
Jesus Christ.
Oof. That was
Holy shit.
That was poorly said.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't English too well.
So, we'll say it like this. Rowan chooses one of the rooms, picks a place for Thebe to lay Thebe's body, and then you guys all meet up in one single room where you decide to have some sort of discussion, which can ensue now, if you wish.
That was not the easiest battle, if I say so myself. But you all fought yourselves well. I must say, I'm impressed.
I still can't get my mind off of that magic circle.
Why is that?
Do you think we'd be able to use something like that?
To move through? I'm certain. But
Well, for anything, really. The mages from my world would use circles like this for all kinds of things.
I mean, that may be something worth asking Deckard about. I mean, what was it? The journal said something about Haradrim's secrets. I mean, the circle was nearly the same as the one in the book, right? Or what they were mentioning in the books. Or whatever Phil was talking about.
perhaps.
So if it's something that can be utilized throughout Sanctuary, then maybe Deckard will have the answers for it.
But this brings us to another question I have for you, little one. You said the mages of your world use them. In where I'm from, travel through teleportation was for the rich, and only the rich. It was not common. Tell me of your world.
Well, if you've been into any city, imagine that, but 100 times bigger. And each city has its own factions, and each factions are fighting for power over the others under some false pretense of peace. It's basically my world. Mages, high mages, thieves, criminals, and then the Undercity.
And
It's a lot.
which faction were you with?
Neither. I was guildless. Not really living, not a person when it comes to the guilds and their ideals. If anything happened to us, they didn't really bat an eye. The person who did it would get a slap on the wrist at most. I guess in some ways it's better. Some ways it's worse. At least I wasn't in a giant army or some evil politician. But I'd much rather not be chased by giant dragons through the streets, if you understand.
No, that does make sense to me. So then, do you like it better here? In this? Well, this.
My friends aren't here, as far as I know, so I wouldn't say so.
Excuse me.
Are you trying to get home?
Of course.
To
But
your
first I need
friends?
to, survive this ordeal. And then I need to figure out a way to survive the impending dragon.
I would like to hear more of this some other time. That is wonderful. Wonderful that you are trying to get home to your friends. I will help you survive for as long as I'm with you.
Well, let's hope that's longer than sooner.
And what of you? Are not so strange, just a little. Woman. You are from the same area I'm from.
Yes.
Well, world, not same
Well.
area.
Same world, yes. Very.
Were you well traveled?
I wouldn't say that. Perhaps along the Sword Coast.
Ah. So you would not have made it to Alagon, perhaps.
No, can't say I have. My brother might have, but I. In a not so elegant way of saying it, they dropped me off in High Moon and moved on without me.
Hmm. Stalemate kind of looks at you. It's like something's on the tip of his tongue, but he doesn't say anything to that immediate thought, and just kind of pauses a second too long. And what of you, Mr. Simon? Who are you? You are a mystery.
Well, at the mention of Alagon, you notice that Simon kind of perks up and actually starts to take an interest in what you're saying. You just kind of get that vibe. Not much to say about me. I heard you mentioned Alagon twice already. You seem to be knowledgeable of the serving maids, and
Ah,
yeah, I know that area a little bit.
oh, are you from there?
Yeah, I grew up there.
I am very sorry that you grew up in Alagon.
Oh, and why is that? I thought it was a pretty awesome place to live.
Ah, you know, then again, we have perspective. I don't remember growing up. But what I do remember is the arena for years. That is all I knew.
Well, I didn't spend too much time in the around the arena.
Oh,
I
but
hung
you
around the
should
bar.
go. You would love it. But where did you go?
Oh, I went to all manner of taverns and inns and bars, drinking establishments, places that
Ah,
have a chance, and you know, beautiful women.
a man of the people, of the
Yeah, you could
spirits.
say I was that.
That is most excellent. I would love to hear of your escapades. Perhaps a night around town wouldn't be too bad for raising our spirits. When the sun comes back, of course.
Absolutely, sounds like a plan.
How would you do it? Alright, so we should probably talk about what to do next, no? Rowan, I see you constantly scratching your bag as if something important was in it. Do you have something that you need to do other than fight to save the world?
This book that I picked up, it there's like a pull constantly calling me to read it. So many interesting things here.
Alright, okay. So you have a shield that talks to you, and a book.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I know
Well,
it's weird.
I didn't say it, those were your words, not mine. I'm glad you see it too, though. I'm glad you see it. Well, perhaps you should tend to your book. I know Rose was talking about taking care of some business. I assume we all have that. I, for one, want to get one of those little gems that Kreese has in my weapon.
So I suppose we all want to bathe and rest first before we head out.
Yes, and I think the first thing we should do after good night's sleep, for those of us who are traveling together around town, is go see what is going on with that beast.
I will leave that up to you. I think I should finish my book.
I see. Well, you do that. We will make sure the coast is clear, and then get that off our plate. I know that to refuse a prince is to bring about nothing but misfortune.
Mm.
Would you all attend me, Simon, Lazarus?
And where did you say we were going again?
The first order of business would be to head to the palace and make sure that that beast it does not pose some immediate threat to
We
appease
are
the
in the
prince.
palace.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. It
What
is
happened
crazy. These
tonight?
walls, they look so different. I'm not used to staying in palaces. That is for sure. In fact, still
tonight.
Stalemate kind of gets off the bed. I cannot sleep on that. It is too soft.
Okay. All right. I mean, there is in each room there is also, like a rug, like a decorative rug on the floor, so you wouldn't be laying on like tiled floor. You'd have a little bit of cushion.
Perfect.
And
I'll
you could
take it.
always take the blankets and stuff off of the bed and put them on there for even a little more cushion, you know. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll do something like that. Make a little weird, awkward pillow fort.
certainly, I guess if you guys are gonna be staying there permanently, yeah, whatever, permanently, I will.
There you go.
Yeah, I will go ahead and do up some kind of map for future sessions, just to give you all some rooms to look at, you know, move around in, whatever. Yeah,
That'll be
so
fun.
y'all are resting? Is that what I'm hearing? Y'all are coming to go ahead and take a rest?
Just about.
Yeah.
I think there's a few other things we need to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, no rush, dude. I'm just making sure. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
all good. I wonder what will happen with Master Grease and him getting a hold of his guards. That might be something we help seek an answer to. But what do you think?
We should probably help that guy out, and you know, as much assistance as he gave us. He seems to be a pretty cool fellow.
But what of the sky?
I was gonna say that. That's kind of a huge thing. The sun.
The longer it stays gone, the stronger any creatures of the night will become.
I know Rossi seems to believe we can do something about that. But do you all think this is something that you could change? You could bring back the sun?
If it's a ritual, like the reports claim, if we stop the ritual, then theoretically the sun should come back.
Or reverse it.
What about this journal that we found in Jazrith's laboratory?
Oh
headquarters?
yes, you should. Either we can have Phil read it, or we can have Deckard read it.
Well, Deckard can read it. Then I'd rather not bother Phil again.
Okay then. At this, I'm gonna take the the last Haradrim journal, and I'm gonna hand it over to Lazarus for safekeeping in his bag of holding.
Mother pack.
I'm gonna trust this to you.
Oh. I'm not gonna say it's misplaced, but why?
Well, I've got stuff to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to meet up with Deckard anytime soon.
What makes you think
If
I'm
the-
gonna have any luck?
Weren't you reading all those books in the library?
Yeah, he's probably still in the library.
Yeah, he might still be in there. Okay, I'll hold on to it.
Actually-
But I need to sleep.
Actually, the morning before y'all went through these portals, that on that day, Deckard had been in the library reading all night, and that morning y'all went meet him in the library, and he left to go to sleep because he had been up all night reading. So
Oh, yeah.
his days and nights might be a little flip flop. He may be up at this moment, but you guys, I mean, you know, you said it yourselves. You guys need to rest. So it's up to you guys. It's whatever y'all want to do. There's nothing at this moment, as far as you know. There's nothing threatening. There's nothing, pending on you guys to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab the book and just kind of waggle it in my hands and start making my way towards the door to go into my own room. It's like, I'll hold on to this.
One small detail.
Mhm.
When you guys left the palace, went get Thieves' body, and came back, from the tavern to the palace, you might not have noticed it because y'all were really preoccupied with carrying a body, trying to dart in and out of alleys and shadows and behind buildings, trying not to get spotted. But on the way from the palace to the tavern, you did notice it was much cooler than it has been. There's almost a chill in the air as the temperature is steadily dropping without the sun.
What time of day is it right now?
It's like morning.
Okay.
No,
Uh,
late evening.
it-
Late evening, he said.
Yeah, it is. It is late evening. It's hard to tell. You can give me a survival check if you want to try to determine what time of day it is. If anybody wants to do that.
You said survival.
Yeah. Without the sun, the DC's a little higher than it would normally be, but oof. Yeah, you have no idea.
If there's nothing else to plan involving me, I'm gonna go rest up. Yes. Rowan's gonna start scooting towards the door.
That is fine. We can all take our rest. It is probably better to do than to talk. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page with our priorities. Which it kind of sounds like we are. We want to help Master Grease, but this done.
Yes.
Does that about summarize what you got out of it, Mr. Simon?
Yeah.
Alright. If you would, I would prefer to have some company, as I do not know where Ross is.
I was just about to say, at this point, Ross would kind of stumble into the room, still looking quite exhausted, and he would what?
Well, you're back! Did you find a face? I assume that's what you are doing, since you lost yours.
He just kind of growls at you. He kind of groans in exasperation, but it comes out more like a growl towards you. I'm going to rest. I take it this bed is not taken, as he falls onto an empty bed. And as he's laying there on his stomach, he rolls over and begins to lazily take off his armor and kind of dropping pieces of it onto the floor. Kick his boots off, and he just lays in that he didn't even move to get under the covers and nothing. He just lays there and very quickly begins snoring.
Okay. While he's doing all this, I'm just fucking poking fun of him. Do you all smell bacon? What is that? Oh. It is like cooked flesh.
At this, Rowan's gonna go, "Good night, everyone," and walks out of the room. She's gonna go
One
prepare
of these
for bed.
days, I'm gonna shut your mouth permanently, Draven.
Okay. I'm going to bed.
So is everybody kind of conceding to get some rest at this point?
Yup.
Sounds good.
All right. You can go ahead and hit that long rest on your character sheets.
Where's that at on the
Should be right below your hit points, I
Mhm.
believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, short and long rest, right?
Yes. I'll handle Ross's. Grease, if you want to hit it on yours, it should clear up one level of exhaustion for now.
And I'm gonna spend the rest of my time reading.
Yeah, don't you fucking go to bed.
Yeah.
Don't do
Are you long resting, taking your 4-hour meditation,
Or
and
our
then starting to
meditation.
read?
Yup.
All right. So as you start reading, you're not sure how many hours go by as you're kind of caught up in the reading here. Okay, so who's in what rooms here? Who would be in the room with Rowan and Teve's body?
Well, there's 6 beds, right?
Yeah, and there's 5 of you. That's right. Grease has got his own place. Never mind. So, yeah.
6 beds, 5 people, but Draven refuses to sleep on the bed. So technically, still 6 beds.
Yeah. So, you're not sure how long you've rested. The rest of you, anyways. You guys wake up, and even Rowan, your meditation was. You feel like it was a little longer than it normally is. You feel like you were pretty beat up, and the meditation just seemed to go on for a little bit longer. As you didn't really want to stop it because it just felt so good to just sit there and recuperate. The rest of you wake up. I'm gonna say, Lazarus, you were probably the least damaged. You and Simon, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So Lazarus, you begin to kind of fight that waking feeling, but inevitably your eyes open because, it's just the way life works. But you do feel as though you slept a good deal longer than y'all do when y'all are out on the road, when y'all are dealing with shit or whatever, and you slept fucking good. Simon, you as well begin to awaken, and you feel fairly refreshed as well, very, very refreshed as well. So sleeping in here, you guys will gain 5 temporary hit points. So everybody that sleeps in the palace will gain 5 temporary hit points.
Even if I slept on the floor?
Yeah. I mean, this is, even though it's not necessarily the bed, it's the security. It's the fact that even in a tavern, sometimes you might have to worry about people coming into your room, people trying to steal from you, whatever. There's always a sense of danger. In here, that sense of danger, with the guards posted and this being a palace and very much more secure than a tavern, you really fully rest, unlike a rest you've had in a long time. Everybody tends to oversleep a bit. I'd say you sleep for more like 10 hours instead of 8 or 6. It's one of those times when, you wake up and you've slept really, really long, and you're still tired. Like, you slept so long, you're tired again. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to get up. It takes you a little bit to finally get up and get motivated. It's one of those type of mornings, or next days, I guess. But yeah, everybody gets a long rest. Everybody gets the 5 temporary hit points. It is a fresh new day. It is not morning. It is almost mid-morning at this point. But the day is yours.
All right. Who's heading to check on this beast with me?
I can help out. I told you I'd help out.
Simon will.
We'll just get it done and move on.
Okay.
All right. So we will be going to do that. I'm assuming Rowan's sleeping.
No,
what?
she's reading.
I have casted Goodberry on my shoe of soil. I've chomped on a Goodberry, and I am just gonna continue reading.
She's being a book nerd.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you walk into the room, she's just sitting there by a window, not really by a window, by like a candlelight, reading.
Okay.
There's like a there's like a plant still with good berries on it next to her.
All right.
Just
Outside,
got to the really good part.
outside each of your doors, there is a platter of food, fruits, fresh fruits. Not as much as there was at the night, the evening before, but there is a platter of at least one orange or apple per person, and maybe some strawberries, a decanter of water with a couple of cups, and half a loaf of bread in front of each door.
I take some of the excess and I put it in a small little bag.
Sure. Ross is definitely coming along for this. He kind of feels a little duty in manners like this. Safety, shit like that. He was, I believe he was a soldier, so. Is anybody, are you guys like putting your armor on? Or are you just throwing clothes on? Like, how are y'all doing this?
I'm prepared for war, my usual gear.
My armor is my clothes.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So that was Draven, Simon, Lazarus, and Ross. And just to make sure, Alright. Ross. Oh, why didn't they get rid of the exhaustion on him? Okay. Oh, I forgot Draven. No, there he is. Never mind. So let's do... Oh, where are the lights? Why are there no lights on this map? That's odd.
You tell me.
That is odd. Excuse me. This will be a torch. Whoa. Nope, let's do 30 and 15. Okay. Hang on, sorry. I don't know why the lights weren't in here. I gotta add them to the map real quick. Who's rolling shit?
Are you back at your desk? Because I don't even see you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what the hell's going on with my camera?
It's like
Is it
gray
black?
nothingness.
What the hell? Let me turn it off and turn it back on. And my camera was tripping earlier too. Hold on. Let me pause this. Actually, you know what? It's break time. Let's go ahead and take our break. It is 7:30, and we'll get back to this. It's 30 after the hour, whatever it is for you guys. Let's be back here at 45 after the hour, and we'll resume. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording. And we are back from break. All right. Let's do... Man. No, I'm not doing that. That's funny though. Hey, you know what? We're gonna do this. All right. As you guys are led down into the cells, you guys come through a door. As the guard leads you, and stops and looks over into the cell here. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Oh, the game's paused. Fuck. Sorry.
Why am I here too?
Huh?
I'm like, because I'm reading in my room, right? So I should not be in the cells with you guys?
Are you in here?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're in your
Okay.
room reading, unfortunately.
Okay. Yep. Wait, unfortunately. Not unfortunately.
Yeah, so you guys walk up to the cell, Draven, Simon, Ross, and you see a creature here that is most definitely a creature you're familiar with. If you would like to describe what your guy looks like.
In the corner, you see a fairly large creature covered in fur, with patches of darker spots all over his body. He's wearing a pair of simple rawhide leathers, kind of like some leather shoulder pads, and he's just kind of like, he looks exhausted, and he's just like tucked in a corner.
This is most definitely a gnoll. All of you have seen one throughout your travels in your respective worlds. As you see this creature hunkered down in the corner here, you see bits and pieces of foods kind of scattered around the floor. The creature looks a little malnourished at this point. As the guard turns, do you recognize this creature? Have you seen anything like this before?
Stalemate turns to Simon.
Simon turns to Stalemate.
We are at a stalemate.
Alright, that'll speak. This is a no.
You have fought these
Yeah.
creatures.
Fought them. I fought with them. They fought side by side with me at times. If I may, you in the cage. Look over here.
He kind of just peers his head up and just looks over to you without saying anything.
You are quite lost, no? Do you
Just-
have a name?
Vic,
Alright. And what are you doing here?
Whoops.
I don't know. Lost.
The help claims he fell through the ceiling. I believe we told you that, but he doesn't seem to speak much. His words are broken.
I'm gonna pull out some of the food that I had put into a little bag earlier, or a little sack. Seeing him kind of be a little malnourished as the light kind of flickers on him, I will toss him the bag of food.
He kind of sees the bag and then kind of like, a little bit scurries over and just grabs it with his large paw and just starts scarfing the food down as quickly as he can.
As he does this, you notice that there is a manacle around each of his arms with about a 6-foot length of chain dangling off of it, kind of dragging. The chains are broken, not connected to anything. And as you look, you see where they were connected to the wall, but have been busted off, broken.
I think it might be best that you let this creature go. This is no threat to you. In his condition, and the fact that he is not a strict carnivore, as some of them are, I'm going to guess if he's even talking to us, it is a good sign he means us no harm. He is not from whatever world those demons were from. He's from worlds familiar, if not our own. Actually, why don't we ask him? Creature! Vec, excuse me. My apologies for my rudeness. Where are you from?
Would he know?
He would know, actually.
Okay.
He kind of looks over to you and he mentions a word. Eschumgard.
Type it out.
Hold on. I spell it again.
Eltugard.
Deltagard. Where is that? What
Yeah.
world is that?
It's in Faerun.
Faerun? Okay.
Yes, what world is Eltugard from?
Yeah. Who's from Faerun?
Me.
I think everyone but Lazarus.
Yep, actually I'm from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draven's pretty well traveled, right?
No, Ross is though.
Ross is.
I think. Pretty sure.
Well, yeah, Ross would say, you know what? Let's not just assume this. Let me, I'm gonna, would that be history? No. Maybe. History or survival? To know the world. Say history. Hey, alright. He looks at you, Draven. Well, Ross. Actually, he puts his hand on your shoulder to get your attention since you're looking into the cage. He is from our world.
Oh, is that so?
Eltugard is in Faerun.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Rosse.
I'm never thinking what you're thinking.
Now, you and I both know that is not true. As much as you hate it. And I'll try and pinch his cheek.
Oh, no, he won't allow that.
Yeah, of course not.
Let me give him his temporary hit points too.
Yeah, I'm assuming I go for the cheek pinch, and he knows it's coming. He's been around me long enough. Slaps my hand away or
Oh
something.
yeah, definitely. Just the quick parry with the backhand.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Big face and stuff. Got you. My fault.
Are you not worried that this thing tries to attack us? Don't get me wrong, he has not tried to harm us in any way. He was quite docile, actually, but does he not look like the creatures we just fought? The goat creatures.
He looks like a big dog, if you ask me.
Well,
I think goats. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
He's not from our world. He's definitely similar to those creatures.
Are you talking as Ross or the guard?
Oh, the guard, sorry.
Okay, I just want to clarify. Mr. Gars, we were asked by your prince to come down here and tell you what this creature was. And from where I sit, this is no threat but a potential ally. Or at the very least, something that you are potentially mistreating.
We have not mistreated him at all.
He looks malnourished.
Well, to be fair, we were feeding him daily, but with the attack on the palace and all of us being pulled down into the laboratory, we kind of forgot. We had other things on our minds.
Raven looks kind of annoyed now, and he kind of, as he's talking, he raises his voice a little bit, without even meaning to, really. You know, just because you forget about something does not mean it is important. This is a life.
Well, we had the lives of the city to worry about. And as you can see, there are not many of us left.
True. I saw what you were up against. My apologies.
We did feed him. I even... I came by and just running through here with an arm of food for those downstairs fighting. I remembered and tossed in some food just a day or two, or maybe a week ago.
Well, I propose to you this. You let him at the gauge. You leave him in our company. If one of us is dead, you kill him. However, if perhaps he turns and fights with us, wonderful. If he flees for the woods, who cares? But he is as much of a person as you or I, though he may not look it to you. And he has done nothing wrong from what I've heard.
The guard hands you the keys, Draven. And he will back away as the other guard kind of lowers his pike and sets his other hand on it, on the shaft, holding it not necessarily at the ready, but he's definitely ready. They both do the same thing, and they just kind of look at you. He leaves it in your hands.
Yeah, so I'm facing the cage, and I'll grab the keys, and without even looking, while continuing to look at the creature, I'm going to hold the keys out to the left, and Ross would know that this gesture's for him to open the cage.
Yeah, Ross steps forward.
His character would be very vocal in this whole scene if he was here.
Sorry, man.
No, you're good.
I know Ross, but I don't know what Sean would have Ross doing at this moment, as far as vocalizing things, because I'm not that familiar with the character. I'm not in his head like Sean is. So,
yeah, no, you're great. I was just throwing it out there because I think at least I feel it.
Ross will he'll take the keys and he'll step forward. Vec, this man, this human steps forward. He looks at you, and we're going to let you out of here. Any trouble, and we'll kill you.
Vec just looks at this person, just nods.
However, if perhaps you want to accompany us, you should at least be within people from your world. Understand that that is not where you are currently.
He looks over at you and just home.
Eventually, when we can. That is the goal.
Yeah. Ross opens the door, and he takes a step back. Ross does draw his sword, though. He draws his sword and just kind of rests the tip on the ground.
All right, so Vec just slowly just gets up, not all the way because it feels like it's cramped in here.
Oh, we gotta
And
get the chains. Fuck.
The chains are not locked. They're still on him, but they have been broken loose from the wall, so he's just kind of dragging these 6-foot chains around with him.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
yeah, okay, it's all good. But Vec just comes to the door. He just crouches underneath it and steps outside, and he just extends fully, and you just see this large knoll in front of y'all with the chains dangling behind him.
As he stands erect. These cells are made, obviously, for humans. They were not made to handle things that are as tall as this knoll is. As this tall reaches a height of well over 7 foot when it stands completely straight. I imagine you hear the along his spine as he's actually able to stand fully for the first time in who knows how long, several weeks for sure. But yeah, there's now a knoll standing in front of you.
Oh, really, big dog?
He is pretty big.
Vec
He's
kind of
I assume you're massive too, like you're very solid.
he's at full height. He is at 7'4" at 350 pounds. He is a shit brick house.
He's like
In
the
the
full 5
in-
feet above me.
Yeah, in the light, you can actually see some of the muscles that are on his arms, but a little atrophied because he's been malnourished. But it's he a buff dog. But
All right.
I stand at this guy's fucking shins.
No.
he kind of looks over to Draven, and he just kind of like smells you a bit.
No biting. He wasn't kidding. If you do something, you will be killed.
He's just sniffing you.
And then he looks over to Simon and starts to sniff. Looks down and sees this little cobalt, and just like this haunches, like he's kind of like spreads a little bit and trying to kneel down and sniffs you. And then looks over at Rosse and gives him a sniff at a distance.
A respectful sniff.
Respectfully sniff him from a distance.
And
Stretch his head out towards him.
The guard here, he looks at you guys, and he points to the bench along the wall over here. Those are the things he came with. I don't know if you wish to give this creature a weapon, but that is on your head.
Well, do not give it a weapon in this world. Seems like a folly. Sir, equal to certain death. What say you all? Lazarus?
Sure. Let him have his gear. It's his
It's
belongings.
And there you go. Come, let us leave this and get you a meal. Does that sound good to you?
He hears the thought of food and his tail starts to wag. Food? I cook.
Okay. Why don't you make us all lunch?
He just like shakes his head excitedly and like, yes, I can.
Do you make runny eggs?
I make anything.
Wonderful. Come, Master Vec. Grab your stuff. Let us head out.
As he goes to grab his stuff, you see his sword. It's not like a regular sword. It's a great sword. About the same length as him. It has a kind of like, it's long, it's curved at the end of it, a little bit tapered, and then on the back side of it, kind of looks like it has spines. But he picks it up and he clips it back onto his back harness. Like it was practically nothing. Like it weighed nothing.
The guards, as you guys move towards the bench here, and you see him grabbing his stuff, the guards take up a rear position. As they're still not too sure about this creature. I mean, given what they've just been through, and y'all understand that this world, well, Draven and Ross maybe not so much, as y'all haven't seen it, but y'all been told there's nothing like this in this world. So there's a little trepidation in the guards' movements. As they're not fully trusting this situation, but they are trusting you guys in the moment.
Oh yeah, and he's still like dragging the chains on his wrists.
Yep.
He doesn't care.
Oh, the key for the chains is on that ring as well, said Draven.
Of course. Ross, you have the keys. You don't.
I mean, his hands are free. I think he can just free himself. Doesn't look like they're bothering him much anyway.
Yes, but that's going to get annoying when I'm trying to sleep. You know?
Yeah. Well, the manacles are locked around his forearms. So, I mean, he was able to break the chains off the walls, but I mean, he can't break the manacles off of his arms.
Here, give me those keys, Rosse. I'll take care of it.
Well, I mean, Ross would do it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Ross will go over and he'll look up at you, Vec. And he'll hold one of his hands out. Do you want to take those off or not?
Yes. Places his freaking massive forearm in his hand.
Yeah, Ross will undo the little locks on there, and after a few seconds, they'll both fall to the ground as your wrists. And now you guys see the blood that is matted in the fur underneath, and the lines that it leaves behind from. It looks like him struggling against them.
Oh, that is no good.
We're gonna need to give him a bath.
You know, that was what that smell was. I was thinking it was Rosé, but you're right. It is him.
Damn.
Okay, let us get you out of here. And what is first for you? You probably want to eat before you want to bathe, no?
Food, nice.
All right,
Food is
Master.
nice.
Food is nice. You're so right. Let us get food. With that, we will fancy about this palace with a giant new knoll friend.
Okay.
Unreasonably large dog.
Where do y'all head immediately after this?
It would be kitchen immediately after this to just take care of that, and then probably bathe. So a bunch of like, okay.
Yeah, so they immediately bring you to a place you're familiar with. You've been to this kitchen. This is where all your shit started. And another very familiar sight when y'all enter and this big knoll ducks his head underneath the door. There is an elderly woman in here who immediately screams and runs to hide behind the prepping table with a knife in her hand as she looks at you guys, freaking the fuck out. Vec, this brings back a whole rush of memories. Deja
Oh no,
vu.
she has PTSD.
Deja vu. This is not one of the original women that were in here, by the way. This is a different woman. But it is still the same situation where you appear, women scream, everybody hauls ass.
You'd think they would have seen a really big dog before.
Come now. Woman, put the knife down. We mean no harm, this beast. It will not harm you. As you have my assurance. Please. Please.
She kind of looks beyond you as the guards are still kind of following you. And you're not sure what happens or what takes place there, but she sets the knife down on the table and backs away, still keeping an eye on not y'all, but him for sure. And now Lazarus, as she sees that little thing too.
Could I ask, and this is not to be rude, but perhaps it would be best if we all left the kitchen and just asked for some ingredients, yes? And have them brought to us. But you need to prepare the food somewhere.
Yes.
Woman of the kitchen, if it is okay with you.
Will what?
Woman of the kitchen.
Woman of the kitchen.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't finish.
Oh.
I was about to say, woman of the kitchen, if it is okay with you, could you please leave? We will just make food, and you won't even know that we were here. That way no one disturbs each other, yes? You feel safe?
I'm not working here. I am not putting up with this. Tell the prince I am sorry. And she shuffles out the fucking kitchen very quickly for an elderly lady.
Wait, where are the eggs?
And
Before you go.
she doesn't answer you. She's getting the fuck out of there.
That is the worst woman of the kitchen I've ever met.
But the food you had last night was fucking awesome. So you don't know if it was her that made it, but
Yeah, I care, but I don't know if Stalemate does. Alright, Master Vec. You said you are going to prepare food. Please. And feel free to serve yourself extra portions.
Vec, I would think at this point you probably have a level of exhaustion. Just from the simple fact that today's the first day you've actually had a full meal in the last week. And I mean, you haven't really had anything to sleep on but a hard stone floor. You are not well rested. You are not well fed. You're probably pretty fucking tired.
Yeah, probably.
So it is up to you if you would like to stay and cook a meal. I don't know how excited about that Vec would get, but
he would actually be very excited because he hasn't cooked in over 3 weeks. So,
okay.
the fact that he has a chance to cook, he is excited for it. Even though he is tired, he will still try to cook something in his current state.
Okay. All right.
Stalemate will say one thing to Vec.
What's that?
So before I say this, I have to ask you a question. Did we see the prince eat a particular meal at the dinner last night?
No. When you came in, he was eating an apple, and he had a glass of something to drink. You're not sure what it was.
Okay. So a thought occurs to Stalemate, and he'll say to Vec, "You know, I think it might be good if you prepare something for the prince. He likes fruit, so if there is anything with that you can do, it will help show the prince that you mean no harm. Just to make it go a little better."
Vec just kind of like scratches underneath his chin. It's like, yes, I know what to do.
Good. Wonderful.
I'm going to use my feat. It's a chef feat. It's called Special Food. And I'm going to prepare a fruit salad
Yummy,
from
yummy.
what Draven has told me.
Okay. Yeah, all right. There are several fruits laying around here. Apples, peaches. Not a lot, but there's some. There's strawberries. They have an abundance of strawberries here, which is kind of odd, but you guys haven't explored the whole town, so you don't know exactly what they got going on here. There are speaking of deja vu, at this very moment you start to hear as some kind of meat on this large metal plate sitting on top of this fire begins to sizzle and probably burn.
He goes to the meat and just starts cooking that too, just on the side. Because now he hears it. It's not out of his thought now. But as he's preparing this, he takes all of the fruits. He cuts them up. As you see him cut all this fruit up, it's weird because he has these giant freaking paws, and he has this tiny knife to use. But you can see him like cut all of this fruit so delicately and accurately. It's like weird because it's like this doesn't match, but somehow it's working. And he cuts up all the fruit, he places it in the bowl, and at the same time he takes that meat that's on the side that's cooking on the stove, and he places it on the side as it's finished, as he's just letting it rest. And he basically takes in both of the aromas of both the meat and the sliced fruit. And he takes some of the strawberries and he kind of like mashes it a bit and places it on top of the steak to give it like some sort of like this drizzle. And he basically has enough for basically the prince, everyone in this room, and himself. As he, I'm just gonna plop. I'm just gonna throw this ability in there. As he does this, it's like finished.
Nice. Nice.
Did you do requests?
Yeah, you guys. I'm sorry, just for a second. You guys see this? This creature who just very recently, a few moments ago, was almost dragging himself through the halls with you guys to now this intense concentration on cooking, and the lethargy has almost left his body as he is now just flipping foods and cutting with precision these vegetables. And give me you know what, yeah, what would that be? Let's see. I might have to add something like that.
A cooking skill.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I have my utensils.
Right.
I have my cooking gear, so it would give him some sort of advantage of something. I don't know.
No, yeah, absolutely. And you have that skill that you can give. You can prepare meals and give extra health back. So I mean, yeah, I wonder if it'll let me add a skill. I'm gonna try it after this session. But anyways, give me a give me a wisdom. You know what? No. Roll a d20, and we will add your proficiency bonus. And because of the skill that you have and the tools, we're going to add another, let's see, 1d8 hit points. Chef special food. Yeah. We're going to add, you know what? We'll add half your level. So that's
D20.
how it's going to go. So D20 plus your proficiency bonus plus half your level to prepare this meal. This is to determine the flavor and the how well it is prepared.
All right, so D20 plus.
So you're level 8, so 4, so 7. D20 plus 7.
Okay.
Did you roll a 5 or an 18? It was cocked. Okay. It was
I don't know.
It ended up being a 5. And why Grease? Oh. Wait, that's all right. It's because that's your name in the thing. That's fine. Well, I'll change that now that you're playing Vec. But it'll have to be done afterwards. Anyways, yeah. I mean, the food he prepares is pretty good. It's not the best you've had, but given the state that he's been in, maybe you give him a pass this time. But if anybody would sample it before y'all bring it up to the rooms or whatever, yeah, it's pretty good. It's better than tavern food, put it that way.
Is it bussin'?
No, it's not bussin'.
It's just bussin' for real.
No cap.
All gas.
Level of exhaustion.
Yeah. So, at this, I mean, he spends another probably 20-30 minutes in this kitchen throwing this together and finishing up whatever this lady was cooking here, which appears to be some type of possibly veal of some kind. And, well, I mean, where would y'all head after the kitchen?
Do you think the prince would care for a snack? I'll gesture to the fruit salad. I'll say this to the guards.
Oh, the prince is actually not. He is busy. He's speaking. Do you remember? Do you know the old man Elzix?
Yes, of course. Actually, I need to see him later. Why?
They are handling Jezreth.
And we were not invited. It is most unfortunate. Still, we'll come back later. If you'd be so kind, if you have some form of icebox to put the salad in, the prince may care for it. Who knows? You can tell him that is the outcome. of his prisoner. He is indeed a good chef.
All right. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording. All right. Everybody act like nothing happened. There was no interruption. Oh, did I say that on tape? Whatever. Okay. So yeah, you guys head out of the kitchen, and no, you were asking the guards. Yes, about what where the prince was. You were told. Yeah, you were told what you were told, and you said what you said. So now what is the party doing?
Okay. Well, I mean, if he takes the salad and puts it in an icebox for the prince later to kind of deliver our message along with it,
The ice box?
the medieval refrigerator.
Yeah, with the squirrel cage generator. Yeah, no, yeah, they, I mean, with the sun gone, it's getting cool anyways. You can store food outside right now. So, but yeah, he'll, sure, thank you. He'll take a bowl of the food. And when he thinks you're not looking, you see him pop a piece of strawberry into his mouth.
Gets to
Yeah,
use a hit dice and get 1d8 hit points back.
I'm assuming he's taste testing, like King's taste tester or whatever.
Maybe,
In case it's poison.
maybe,
Or maybe just
so.
maybe want a strawberry.
Strawby.
Maybe the king's allergic to strawberries. Who knows?
Right then. So after we eat, which I'm assuming we're doing, yes?
Right?
Mhm.
At least you are.
Oh yeah, yeah. Vec would. He'll eat his bowl like extremely quickly.
Yes, I am consuming as well.
Ross will even have a couple of bites. We have matters to attend to. We should get going.
Of course. Do you know if the prince will be busy all day, or more specifically, I forgot his fucking name.
Elzix.
Elzix.
Well, that depends on what information they can garner from Jezreth. He is quite mad.
Wonderful. When they're finished, still it's like half listening. Wonderful. When they're finished, if you could tell him also that I need his help getting one of those pretty gems inside my weapon. Acquiring one from him.
Oh, one of these, and he pulls out his scimitar, and he opens his hand as he's holding the. He lets the blade sit flat on his hand so you can see the pommel. And there is a nice, pretty ruby inset, about the size of a quarter, not real big, into the pommel. Actually, it would be in the crosspiece where the pommel meets the blade.
The guard.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I'm trying to get one of those. I think I might not be the only one too. And I'll look around. Specifically, I think at Lazar. Lazaris.
Lazar.
I was going to say it. I had a choice between character and me saying it, and I was
My
gonna
name
say
is
it.
Lazar, the space lizard.
Lazar. Lizard.
Lizard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lizard.
My name is Lizardus.
He, yeah, he says, well, you have to understand I don't know if he has any gems, but if you possibly have some, or could come across some, Belzix can definitely do some wondrous things.
He told me he did when I spoke with him. It's fine.
Very well. I will deliver the message for you.
Thank you so much. Alright, you have been wonderful. Are you Redeem? Is that who I'm speaking
No,
with?
this is not a redeem.
Alright. Say hi to Redeem for me.
He kind of looks at you. He squints his eyes like a little confused. Okay.
Alright,
Sure.
this is the messenger team. It's not.
Radim is the only one with a fucking name.
Must protect, redeem.
So at this point, the guard is hesitant to leave, but he starts to walk away, and then he turns back, maybe a little. You see the forehead wrinkles a little as he's thinking, contemplating something, and he stares at the group for a moment. He looks at the large creature here. He kind of looks at the wall. And he looks back at you, but his body starts to turn away, and he turns and walks, and he looks back at you again, just turning his head, and then shakes his head and keeps going. Like he's not sure what to do here because obviously there's a large monster in his fucking hallway. But he knows the prince trusts you guys, but he's still leery after all they've been through. He's a little torn between what he should do here. Whether he should keep an eye on you and this thing that's with y'all, or go and do as you've asked him to do and deliver this message, bring this food to the prince, whatever. But he eventually decides to just go ahead and leave, as there is another guard in the hallway, just kind of watching y'all. Let's get on with it. That's Ross, by the way.
Yes, of course. I think we had something to talk to Master Deckard Game about, yes? But did anyone else have any order of business? Simon? Master Lazarus?
Maybe we should get Vac a bath.
Bath?
I really don't want to watch Noel bathe, but do you want to accompany him
Talk about
and then meet
clogging
up
the
with us
drain.
later?
I mean, one beast is another beast in the water, so.
He fucking stinks to high shit. Just letting you know. He is rank smelling.
It's fine, I'm a kobold. It smells way worse. Fucking down in our caves.
He smells like dried urine. There's a hint of feces in the air.
Fear.
There's definitely sweat and blood. Yeah,
Smells like a hobo.
He stinks. Yeah, pretty much.
Almost
Southern
there.
Don't
dumpster
walk
Giant-
past the room, Rowan will scream, "Why the fuck does it smell like balders here?"
Why do I smell ball sack?
Oh no.
Moving on.
Yeah, so he's going to shower. What are we doing in the meantime? What's everyone else doing?
Well, I was
Alright.
checking with you. Okay.
I would probably head back to the room and break the news to Rowan that we have a new dog.
Rowan, you are still reading. So, yeah, Lazarus, you walk into the room and she's got her head in the books. True nerd style.
Hey, Rowan,
Mm,
we found a dog.
okay.
Really big dog.
Can I keep it, Mom?
Okay.
I'm not asking. We're keeping it.
Okay.
Okay, just
Why
let you know.
does it
And then I walk
smell?
out of the room.
Why
No
does
further
it smell?
context. I go to go help Vec wash his back.
I'm going back to reading.
Man with muscles like that can't reach his back. I know that for a fact.
Oh, he has really long arms.
God, like gangly gremlin arms.
Gnolls have their arms are proportionally, they're human-ish, humanoid shaped, but their
Freaky.
arms are longer than a normal humanoid would be.
They're disproportionate to the rest of the body.
Exactly. Their hind legs are actually a little shorter than a humanoid's would be, but they also bend at that awkward angle at the knees. So yeah, they're a little different looking.
12-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're long arms. They're beefy. They're long arms though.
Yeah, very long arms.
So, real quick, you get to the bathhouse, and this is a very large open bathing area. It is one large bath. You could probably, it's almost the size of a swimming pool. Like you could get 20 people in this bathhouse. In this, it's not a bathtub. It's more of a, you imagine a bathhouse in a palace where it's kind of set into the ground, where you walk into the room and then step down into it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, there are.
Are there other people in here?
At the moment, no. There are.
That would have been really funny if like people were in here and they all just scream out running naked.
You're about to make gravy, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, you are. Like, this bathhouse ain't open for a week after you're done with it.
I'm gonna turn this water brown.
Jesus Christ.
Polluted the
So
lane water.
there's y'all got me all fucked up. Jesus Christ.
The bathhouse.
Thinking
They're
about
giving the
gravy
dog
now.
a
Bathhouse. There are these little like almost like fires that are so there's stones, bricks, you know, set up in a almost like a fire pit with a fire burning in them, and there's a large some type of basin on top with stones in them, and the fires are going. The stones are red hot, and when I say stones, I'm talking, you know, larger than your fist. And there are some tongs set amongst each one. There are 4 of these in here. Each one has about 10-15 stones in it, and they're all red hot. The tongs are hanging on the side, and you look into the water. There are also rocks strewn about the bottom of the in the water itself. And this, for anybody that, I mean, most of y'all would know this. Most of your characters would know this. This is how they warm the water, keep the water warm. But yeah, the bathhouse is yours to do as you wish. If you would like to bathe, whatever. There are scented oils and possibly actually soap in here. Since this is a palace, they would probably have soap, since soap is not something that is just handed out in this world, in any of your worlds actually. Yeah, you can get a real good cleaning in here. There's no dog shampoo, sorry.
Damn it.
Damn it. I'm just going to be soaking in the water, you know, like an alligator resting in a pond.
Unfortunately, Lazarus, yeah, there's the only place you can actually, I mean, you could swim and float, yeah, but for you to sit and relax, you'd have to sit on the steps. It's a little too deep for you. It's probably 4 to 4.5 feet deep. It's not a pool, but you know, it is deep enough that people can submerge and fully, you know, bathe themselves in here. Is everybody kind of bathing, or I mean, what's going on?
Absolutely not.
No.
I have
No.
no interest in watching this creature bathe, nor bathing
I would
with
have
him.
bathed the night before, so
Okay.
Oh yeah, before bedtime that happened.
yeah, before bed I would have bathed.
I just like a good sauna.
With a dog.
Vec is gonna like just
With a dog.
Vec is just take off whatever clothing he has on, just get in, just sit in there for a bit, and then wash himself.
Just a brown pool emanating from his body.
Yeah, as he steps in, the water immediately turns fetid and blackish around him. Like, yeah.
The gravy train.
You see fleas leaping off of him, like, yes! And, you know. Yeah. But, yeah, the water does get pretty brackish around him. And it is quite disgusting. But again, this is a very large pool, so, I mean, if you bathe fast enough and get out, it won't reach you, as long as you're on the opposite end.
Like an oil slick.
Yeah, pretty much. It just slowly spreads. It's like a blob coming at you.
I'm just going to use my shield to keep myself inside a contained clean sauna bubble.
Oh, fuck. So, anyways.
Step in the water, you get 1d8 poison damage.
Oh, no.
You, after a good while, you know, you clean yourself and you, you step out, and I mean, how would Vec dry himself off?
He would shake himself off like any other dog would.
He begins to shake, Lazarus, as you see him step out with flinging water everywhere, and his hair just goes. And he is now a big, fluffy knoll.
Vec just looks over at Lazarus and just like kind of like smiles.
Dude, oh god, it's like missing a tooth.
So after this point, what do y'all plan on doing? Are we done yet? As Ross sees you get out and shake off the excess water here, he's getting a little impatient.
He'll put on his clothes again, just trying to like mat his fur down. It's like better.
Well, we have things to do. Come on.
Alright. You're the smaller big guy. Gotta go. Oh.
At this, I think they would head back to the rooms looking for the rest of you, Simon and Draven. Is that where y'all would have gone to wait for them, or?
Yeah, I guess.
I was thinking of like supplies, you know, any kind of potions, magical, alchemy, whatever.
Yeah, I'm hanging with Simon wherever you guys.
Say again?
That would be out amongst the city, if you want to go do that.
I mean, or was that something we were going to do later?
Nobody had talked about what y'all were doing next, really.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it. I mean, we tried to.
I mean, y'all are free to discuss whatever. I mean, there's no rush here.
Well, if you, we could just wait if other people want to go shopping. Is that something other people want to do? Feck?
Well, I mean, okay, yeah.
And y'all? Yeah?
What are you doing?
Was shopping an interest of yours? Do you have anything to pick up?
Seeing that Vec has never been to this city besides the kitchen and the bathroom in the prison cell, he doesn't know. He's basically following your guys' lead for now.
Let's figure out what Rowan's doing. Besides reading.
I think she's just reading. I could be wrong. Rowan, are you just reading?
We can't hear you.
Swallow, girl, swallow.
We did hear all that.
It's a delicious burger. My brother made it for me. It's good.
Ooh.
Anyways, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna gain a level of exhaustion. I'm gonna read until I can't read no more.
She's committed.
I'm committed.
Yeah, Vec hasn't seen Rowan yet either.
No, but she knows you exist.
You are a dog.
She doesn't know quite how you exist, but she knows you do exist.
A dog of sorts.
A dog of sorts.
Oh, okay.
And I don't mean shopping like, whatever. I just want some healing potions. That's it.
Yeah, that would be very good.
Okay. Well, that's your answer, Adam.
Okay. Well, I would assume you guys asked the guards, where such places would be. Where could y'all get supplies? Y'all know about Nick's Furious Goods already. But as far as like where Elzic's shop would be, and possibly where y'all could get, things that would help heal you. The guards point you to Atma's Spices and Remedies. They tell you if, let's do this. Did everybody kind of pull up and download the map that I gave for Loot Go Lane?
Yeah.
So if you want to mark it, why is it? Oh, because it's dark outside. That's why. I'm gonna bring you to this map. Oh, damn! Everybody loaded up quick. So this area here, this building right here. Come on. That building right there is Atma's Spices and Remedies. Oops. Atma's. ATMA apostrophe S.
Yeah, that one's marked on our maps.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, shit. All right. They tell you if you need. Well, they ask you if you knew of Nick's Furious Goods, which y'all do. Anybody that needs work on, they look at Simon for the lighter armors, such as yourself. There is a Fergid's leather and pottery, and that's also on your map, number 9, which is over here by this place here. So, yeah. That's really about it as far as the places y'all just asked for anyways. So, where would y'all head? Oh, and Elzic's. Sorry. Elzic's is... And this one y'all hadn't seen yet. His little shop is actually right next to the palace.
I thought we had. I had, at least.
Oh, yes. You did follow. Yeah. Okay. You followed him, the guard over here. His little shop is actually way the fuck down here, just on this side of the wall, which is right there. This building right here. So, you can mark that on your maps if you wish. I'll point to it again, just in case. And anything else?
Like, are you asking us?
No, I'm sorry. I was kind of to myself there. I think that's really about it as far as... I mean, everything else is almost shut down at this point, as the city has been, pretty much on lockdown. So... there's not much left. A lot of these buildings are just housing like multiple families, some of them. The city's not in a very good state at the moment, which you guys are aware of. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen how it's going in here. So
yeah, all right. To keep it kind of moving, I think we would buy the potions. So if you want to,
You guys go into you guys cross. I mean, go into this shop, and before you even get to the door, you see this old wooden sign hanging up that just says Atmas. Doesn't say anything about spices and remedies, but you assume people probably know who she is or what this place is for. And you get about 15 feet away from the door, and you can smell herbs and spices and roots, and as you walk up, the door is closed. Do y'all go in? Do y'all knock?
That's a shop.
is the door locked?
Do you try the door?
Yeah. Is it locked?
Do
It's
any
not
of these-
locked.
Okay, open it.
Do any of these herbs and spices kind of smell like Thebes? Herbs and spices?
No,
Just checking.
no, they don't. But what was I doing? No, but you open the door. The interior is. It's not a large place. It is. Okay, hold on. Where's this? Let me pull up her inventory here. Oops. That's not her inventory. Okay. Where the fuck is her inventory?
Gone.
Atmos, there we go.
DM is going through the vendor chest.
Oh my god. Why does it take this so long to open? Okay. It looks like this building is a residence slash shop. So the shop portion is actually rather small. When you walk in, you see immediately a shelf, kind of a standalone shelf on your right and to your left that forms sort of an aisle that leads to a desk. There is a large wooden desk here. On the other side is, which you can see from the door, it's about 15 feet, 20 feet from the door. And you see on the other side of the desk, there are bottles and there's spices and roots and stuff hanging all around the walls, and garlic, and there's different garnishes in little jars along the shelves that you're next to, and there's just shit everywhere. It's organized, but there's shit everywhere in here. And the lady behind the bar, as she turns to look at you kind of over her shoulder, she's an elderly human, probably 50, early 60s maybe. Short, very, very short white hair. It's almost a buzz cut type hair. Soft face. You could tell she was probably a very good-looking younger lady, but living in the desert for all of your life, you see the skin is wrinkled and become almost leathery. As she smiles, "Welcome, welcome. Come into Atmos. What can I do for you?"
Good afternoon, beautiful. We are here to acquire some of your wares, perhaps. Would you mind? We are rather new in town, so to speak. What do you have available?
What exactly are you looking for? What the hell is that? As she points to Vic.
Oh yes, it is not just him too. There's a little one there too. Yeah, we are. I'm not sure if you heard. We are from another world. A good one, not whatever the hell is happening here.
Oh, you are the outsiders that I've heard about.
Yes, yes.
Vec just smiles a very toothy smile.
As she's kind of smiling at you, at the group, the lot of you, you smile with your snaggly teeth and sharp fangs, and she has this grin on her face, but she looks up at you. She's like, "Yeah, okay," and it's kind of freaky looking. But she says, "Well, what can I do for you? What are you looking for exactly? We have some roots and spices and herbs for cooking, and we have some that you can mix together for a salve to cure burns and or help heal wounds faster. What exactly are you looking for?"
That actually sounds pretty wonderful. You see, we expect to try and do something about. Well, I'm not sure if you've been outside, but the situation out there. I think at the very least, if you have anything that might be of use to a dangerous scenario, and I'll kind of say it, leading in, we would be in your absolute debt, and it would go a long way to accomplishing our goals, bringing back your son.
My son. Oh, the son. Oh, got you. I'm sorry. I thought you said my son. My son is. It doesn't matter. Yes. Well, we have these. We have some of these. I guess you could call them a potion of sorts. I've been using them for the guards mostly. They have kind of commandeered what I had, but I have a few to spare. Not the guards, sorry, the wolves. I meant to say.
Simon, is this what you are looking for?
Yes, this'll do. What about empty small bottles?
Just vials, glass vials.
Sure.
I mean, I have some I could spare. Sure. They'll cost you.
Well, yeah, I don't expect you to just give them to me.
Okay.
Would you happen to have 20?
20 vials? I don't think I have that many. Well, let me see. You hear, she kind of disappears around the corner in the back there, and you hear you hear this as something slides across the floor, and you hear clanking of bottles that, from the sound of it, has got something in them, and then you hear a couple of tink 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 as some clank together. Let me do this. Oh, we didn't roll. Hold on. She comes in. She says, "I'm sorry. This is really all I have to spare." But she's got 7 empty vials with little stoppers in the top of them.
Okay, that'll work. That's exactly how many I need.
Well, I say this will be about 4 gold for all 7 of them.
That's a little steep. How about 3?
I have to make a profit here. Give me a persuasion check. And don't forget, you have your psychic die you can add to these.
Right. Oh, need to do it from the character sheet. What'd you say? Persuasion?
Persuasion, yep. Oh, shit. 18. Yeah, she... Well, I have to make a profit here, but... You're quite the handsome young man. Sure, 3 gold is enough.
Wink at her and hand her 3 gold. And can I get that wrapped?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to wrap it in. She grabs some papers that she would wrap like roots and stuff in to sell. But I could wrap them in this paper.
Sure, thanks.
Okay, yeah. You get
That'll do.
7 glass vials. Let me see if that's an actual object in here that I can add to your inventory.
Well, what a cougar catcher.
That's funny.
A what?
Wow, yes. They do have some glass bottles. I'll be damned. I'll throw those on your character sheet. Dude, you got a lot of shit on your character sheet. What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I have that much, man.
Oh yeah, do I get my stuff back?
I did
wait.
put some of the stuff in your inventory already.
Okay, yeah, I see some of the stuff.
Dude, that's all weapons.
Oops, all weapons.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not carrying all this shit. There's no way you could be carrying all this shit.
I don't have the bow, the short sword, the scimitar of wounding, the scimitar +1.
Yeah, you had
I don't
given.
remember
I think
what
you
I
had put all that in the bag of holding.
Yeah. No arrows.
Which bag of holding? Whose bag of holding? There's
Don't know.
two.
I'll just let you guys decide that.
We'll
What?
find
Oh
out.
shit! Can I undo that? Nope. I got rid of your daggers on accident. Sorry, I'll have to give those back to you.
No more stabbing for you.
No more Yeetus deletus.
Actually, no. You don't want to use daggers, bro.
Oh yeah.
Phil is
Phil.
very adamant about him being the only weapon you use.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
I think I actually threw those, and those, you know, it was like, well, since I'm throwing them away, I might as well hit something with them. That's
Okay.
what happened.
You have 7 glass bottles in your inventory. Also, oh shit. Yeah. Okay. You guys, anything else? Can I sell you anything else, dear?
All right, you said you had something other than healing salve. I stopped paying attention. What was that?
Something other than healing, you said?
Yeah.
Except for burns and whatnot.
Yeah, she's got like salves and stuff that she said is good for like, burns. That doesn't sound like anything magical. Probably something to just kind of pull some of the heat out of the burn and stop the pain a little bit.
Hello, Fred.
Oh, like a healing kit.
Yeah, something like that. It'd be like what's that spray you get to put on you if you burn yourself?
Aloe vera.
No.
Alcohol.
Solar cane.
Solar cane. It kind of numbs the skin a little bit so that it doesn't sting. It'd be a salve that would kind of do that. It would kind of draw the heat out of it so that it wouldn't hurt so bad. But she's got remedies for people that get sick. She's got. I mean, what exactly are you looking for here, man? She's probably got it.
Probably a healing kit. Pick one up.
A healing kit?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got several. These little. She brings out this little. It's almost like a woven box. Maybe 10 inches wide and about 3 inches deep. And if you open the top, it has almost like a little buckle on it. You undo the buckle and open the top, and inside is a small, looks like baked clay bowl with some kind of salve in it, mixture of something in it. It has like a piece of paper over the top, and then a piece of string tied around it to keep it sealed, or to keep it from drying out. You can assume. She has inside the kit is also looks like some roots of some kind, and she says, "That dear, the salve there will help with minor cuts and scrapes and burns, mind you. The roots there are good for getting rid of most sicknesses, or even some serious diseases they've been known to help with."
Wonderful. Tell me.
I'm sorry to cut you off, dear. These little garnishes here, they're not really garnishes, but they taste quite bitter and are very hard to swallow. But if you get any kind of poison, a snake bite or a spider or something along those lines, just eat a few bites of this garnish, and it actually, I guess, absorbs the poison from within your system within just a few minutes.
Wonderful. This will do perfectly. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, but that will be, for that kit it is 5 gold.
So this is not about getting a discount, but Stalemate heard the compliment she gave Simon, and it's like, "Are you sure about that? This is a bit high for me, don't you think?" And I'm gonna give her a smile.
Give me a persuasion check.
It'll be really funny. It's like, "Sorry, I don't like pretty boys."
Y'all gonna have this woman missing her husband by the time y'all leave.
Oh no.
Poor Rowan. You look bored over there, Megan. Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
I kind of like decided, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna sacrifice roleplay in for that book. I want that book.
Hey, yeah.
Yep.
No shit. That's a huge bonus. Okay. Yeah. She says, I could give it to you for 4, dear.
You know, just because you said that, you can have 6. And I give her a little tip.
Jesus. She looks a little confused. But she says, well, alright, thank you. Oof. She looks between you and Simon. If I were a little younger.
It's funny because while this is all going on, Vec is just like roaming around the shop, sniffing absolutely everything.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of shit here that you smell that you can be like, ooh, I could try to put this in a soup, or I could put make a nice roux out of that for a stew, or like all this shit's going through your mind of different ways you could use these spices, and just given the way they smell, I imagine that even every once in a while you kind of look at the corner of your eye and make sure no one's looking, and you give some a little lick to get a taste of it because it's something you've never smelled before. Like.
Yup, exactly.
Yeah. So, can I help you with anything else, dears?
No, this was wonderful. If you come up with anything in the future that would help us out, we would be most in your debt, as we are, like I say earlier, trying to help everyone.
Well, you mentioned you could be in danger, and I have. Well, as I said, these wolves. She spits on the ground. Have commandeered most of my stronger healing means, but I have a few I can part with. I'd be right back. She goes around the corner again, and she walks out carrying actually like a wooden tray. And on this tray, there are 10 vials. As she brings them out and sets them down, you see one of the vials, or one row of the vials. So there's, it's a little wooden tray. It's got 5 vials across the front and 5 vials across the back. So it's 2 deep, 2 rows of 5. The 5 in the front have kind of a thick, kind of orangish colored liquid, and the 5 in the back, 3 of them are kind of a light blue, and 2 of them are deep crimson red, or crimson, sorry. She takes them out, the 3 blue ones, she says, these are, well, they'll heal you in a pinch, but just enough to get you moving, you see. And then she grabs one of the orangish colored ones. She says, she takes one of them out and sets it down. And this one, well, this one will get you moving, but you'll feel a good deal better as well. And then these 2, well, these 2 will have you up and ready to take on whatever it is you face, I'm sure.
And how much for the lot?
For all of them? Dear, you sure you have that much gold to spend?
Probably not. I do not. We are not rich, you see. I just wanted to know how much. Something like that.
So, I'm just going to let y'all know, the blue ones are level 1 healing potions, which if you go into the homebrew rules, you'll see how I've listed them there. The orange ones are level 2s, and the red ones are level 4s. So you have 1, 2, and 4 here.
While Draven is trying to insist that he doesn't have money, I'm gonna interrupt him and ask her how much for everything.
Well, let's see, that'd be you see her kind of doing some muttering under her breath like she's calculating. You see her hold one of her fingers up, make a little mark in the air. Well, for the lot of them, about 3, 6, 7. It looks like about 575 gold.
Perfect. And I'm going to hoist my bag over and place it on the ground and reach inside for a bit, shuffling a bit, and then just grab out handfuls of gold and start putting them onto the counter. About 600 worth. I believe that should cover it.
Okay. She looks kind of wide-eyed at you. And okay. Wow. This is I can close today. This is great.
Yeah.
You're the first people that have paid for anything in quite some time, actually. These fucking scoundrels running around the city here. I wish somebody would just kill a lot of them. As she kind of takes the money, and you see her go grab a large basket, and she starts scraping the money, the gold into the basket. As the basket gets heavier and drops to the floor, she just scrapes it all off the counter, and it falls behind the counter into this basket here. As she reaches down and just kind of drags the basket off to the back, out of reach from anybody that would come in. And well, anything else I can help you with? Do you maybe I can make you something? You can place orders. Whatever you need. The healing drinks here, they take a few days to create, but if you need more, just let me know.
It may not be bad. With a little foresight. Do have some ready to go?
Well, don't get me wrong, I am constantly making more because these fucking assholes don't leave me alone, but if you want me to make more to sell to you, I will certainly do so on the side. Hopefully I can keep them hidden. If they see them, they will take them.
Well, if we see them take them, we will take them from them.
Oh, I'd pay good money to see that. Anything else? What is the large one doing back there? Hey, why are you licking that?
He's just sniffing and licking everything.
He's paying for that. You're paying for that.
It's just too fun.
Yeah, you're busted, buddy.
He's our new dog. Forgive him.
That is no fucking dog. I don't know what that is, but it's not a dog.
Yeah, of course he is. Look at him. He's fuzzy and has ears.
Your
Pretty sure I heard a bark earlier.
Your friend here's fuzzy and has ears, as she points to Simon. Oh no, you're clean shaven now, right?
No, I've got a beard and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. But he's fuzzy and has ears.
That.
But he's fuzzy all over. He's got a tail, look.
It doesn't matter, he's paying for it. He licked it. No, I can't sell that.
What is it? What is that?
Some kind of spices that are hanging from the wall there.
I'll toss her like 3 gold for it.
That's just the right price. She takes it and doesn't say anything.
Max, stop licking things.
Yeah. So, anything else from this lady? Again, I mean, you got a healer's kit. She's got plenty of those, actually, if y'all want more of those. They have... essentially, the healer's kit will remove poison from a poison condition from a person. They will remove a disease from someone, but that takes a while. It's not an immediate effect. The disease condition, the roots here, will cure most diseases. Probably not magical diseases, but it'll cure a disease within a couple hours. So it's, you don't have to worry about, if you have time or whatever, you don't have to worry about burning a spell slot or anything like that. The salves, basically you rub the salve, whatever. The salves on minor cuts and wounds. It'll heal you for 1d4 damage. Well, 1d4, I think it's 1d4 plus 1. It's like a minor healing potion.
Alright, and I assume Simon got all that, right? That's in Simon's inventory?
No, the healer's kit was for you. That's all in the healer's kit.
All that's in the healer's kit. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yes.
And there are some bandages in there as well. Things to wrap, stuff with.
Awesome. I think we're all good there.
Yeah.
I think around this time, just checking in on Ross and his plate mail. Is he all good to pick that up?
No, they're gonna need more time. That he just ordered that before y'all went to sleep.
Okay.
It takes a little longer than that to make a full plate of suit of plate mail. Also, so I told y'all how many, right? You got 2 of the level 4s. I told y'all how many?
take 2 level 4s, 2 level. Was it 5 and 6 as well?
No, it was 2 level 4s. 3 of them were first level, and then the 5 in the front were all second level.
Okay.
So 5 second level spells, 3 first level spells, and 2 fourth level spells. Sorry, I said that all out of order, but whatever.
Alright.
Potions, not spells. Jesus. It's time to shut it down. It's 9:30. Yeah, I'm starting to get. My eyes are starting to burn. I'm starting to get tired. So,
All good.
Yeah,
We'll make our way over to the library to
The
find
library?
Deckard Cain. To find Deckard Cain.
Gotcha.
I think that. Oh god.
You guys woke up and came outside. It's even cooler than it was the night before. Wait, it went to this. Y'all brought the body back just before y'all came shopping, right?
Yeah.
We brought the body
Yeah,
back the
okay.
night, like before we went to sleep.
Oh, that's true. So this is the next day. So yeah, it's even cooler. At this point, you actually kind of shiver as the temperature seems to be dropping day by day steadily, almost hour by hour. So you guys make your way to the library. I'll load that up real quick. I didn't even preload it. Damn, that shit loaded pretty fast. Good job, Foundry. Oh, where's the music? The music has died. No, I'm not playing that.
Guess it was a bad assumption to assume Deckard Cain was here.
He actually is not here. But he can be summoned quite easily.
Okay, I ring the Deckard Cain bell.
Easy button. No. You guys can easily find one of Grease's men. Actually, Grease would probably come find y'all, but we're gonna get to that next week as you guys head to the library. It's getting hard for me to even think right now. So.
All good, man.
You're a poop.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. So I tried to work and bust my ass the last 2 days so that I could have a long weekend. I don't know if I told y'all this or not. I think I did tell somebody this, but
You told us this before session.
okay, yeah. So it didn't quite work out. I still got a little bit left to do tomorrow, but I shouldn't have worked so damn hard. I had to work tomorrow anyways. I should have just whatever. Anyways, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Please give a like and subscribe, share, tell all your friends about us, leave a comment, and we will see y'all next week. Sean will be returning next week as well. Yay! So,
Yeah.
that's it for now. We'll see y'all next week.